Land is overgrown, the slum of heroes, while mortals and the gods, untouched by sorrow. For they have taken oath to avoid the toil that others live below, to beg and borrow, beg and borrow. Elysium descend upon her palace of paradise. Elysium, the fields await you. Enter the afterlife. Everybody goes in blind, dwell in shadows, hunted in the night, taken to the gallows. If you find yourself alone, do not be troubled. You are in Elysium. Do you dare to follow? To follow. Dare to Elysium descend upon her palace of paradise. Elysium, the fields await you. Enter the afterlife. Descend upon her palace of paradise. The fields await you into the afterlife. Elysium transcend beyond her promise of paradise. Elysium exposed and hollow. This is your one true life.
Hi, Art. Mr. Pottyhead here. Thanks for sending that package of Enstrom almond toffee. Thank goodness it was delivered before the real owner showed up. I've almost got it all finished now. So I'll be tuning in to ArtCo Drone Solutions on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central, and 5:24 Newfoundland to win a box for myself. Geez, I don't know if I need a dentist or a plumber. Hi, Art. Mr. Potty.
Hold on, everybody. Hey, welcome to ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show today. We're going to be talking about what's going on with Autel. I mean, we got defective drones, we got a price hike. I mean, what's going on with that? So, let's get the show going. Let's do a little bit of humor. But before that, I want to this is a public service announcement. Some idiot stole my antidepressant meds. I hope whoever stole them is happy. Shut right over his head. Okay, let's get it happy. Alrighty. Okay. I'm a research scientist who's analyzing bestiality between humans and dogs. If you like more details, I'd be in my lab. Chuck like that one. That's good. I got it delayed. I don't know what's going on with StreamJet. NASA are sending traditionalist Christians to the Red Planet. Amish on Mars. Yeah. Okay. Set your Wi-Fi password to 244-466-666-666-8888888. So when someone asks for it, tell them it's 1234567 8. Kind of lame. Yeah, Chuck agrees too. Good news, scientists have successfully grown human vocal cords in a petri dish. The results speak for itself. I've had 4 new tires fitted to my Golf, and now I've got a hole in one. I spotted a beautiful sports car in town recently. After chatting with the owner, he lifted the bonnet. That'd be hood. I asked him where the minestrone tomato mushroom marks are all over the engine. He said it had to be souped up. I've just bought a new sat nav and it's incredible. Yesterday I drove past the zoo and it said bear left. Yeah, Chuck agrees. Okay. What do you call a guy who used to like tractors? An ex-tractor fan. Okay. One more. I just had my car waxed. I never realized it was so hairy. Alrighty, let's get on with the show. We've got a good crowd already, and let's bring up my co-hosts all the way from Liverpool, New York. It is Chuck Kovac.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey, Art. How's my video now? Is it still blocky?
No, you look good now.
I turned off my
NAS.
Must
have been my jokes that cleared it up.
Maybe. Oh, I turned off. What's this? Rigor mortis saying it's. Oh my god. Well,
so
really?
Let's say hello to the folks in the chat. We've got Robert Glazer. Charles Galuski, Jody Drone Shot, Mikey McH, and we got Alan Drone Views Media all the way from Ireland. Rigor Mortis FPV. We got Dustin, One Vision Aerial. We got Jim's Droning, and Glenn Thunderbird 6. And we got Tom Tentos, and Troy Big Water UAV, and all the way from Lipa City, Philippines, we got James Tanner, My PI Dream. And we got Johnny Mac 26. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. And Jerry Bauer, welcome. Trevor Fuss. All right.
That's a long list.
And Jim Beauchard,
Yeah, of
who
course.
you just saw this
Mr. Potty.
before the show. Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk, and Michael Blade. I believe that is every. Oh, and we got Greg Oz by Drone. Welcome.
My list isn't current. It's weird. Defect.
So how's the weather there in good old New York?
Syracuse?
Yeah.
Roughly? It's 18 degrees right now. We had really nice clear weather this morning. I dropped Lori off at the office, come back, and I get this alert on my phone that there's like a squall ahead, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean. Ahoy there, mateys, there be squalls ahead. So next thing you know, right when they said it would happen, like 9:45, freaking just everything disappeared. The winds whipped up and everything vanished.
I thought it was a bunch of Indian women.
No, not those kind of squalls. Squaws. Well, anyway, so then it cleared up again, and then picked up Lori, and then right after we got home, it started up again. So the weather cooperated around her schedule, which I thought was nice.
Well, it was a beautiful sunny day here in Colorado. I had a real estate gig out on the Eastern Plain in a little town called Elizabeth, Colorado, which is it's about 30 miles southeast of Denver. And it's sparsely populated, so you got houses that are far apart, and they're big. And so my part was easy. I brought out the Mavic 2 Pro, and works great. I just need to
drone.
adjust the up and down gimbal, and boy, is that slow.
Oh, you can your pitch and smoothness are what you want to adjust.
Yeah, I need to adjust that.
Definitely
So,
keep the smoothness. Set the smoothness really, really high, because you want to, when you let go of it, like you're wheeling up or down. When you let go, if the smoothness is really high, it'll kind of like go. You let go and it'll like kind of creep to a stop. So it'll make your footage more cinematic.
okay.
And then I think you need to adjust your pitch though. If you're unhappy with it, if it's too slow, you can you can adjust that too. It's right under gimbal settings. You'll find them. They're the two good ones. I like mine slow. I like mine like really slow. I don't want it to go cranking up and down. Looks like shit.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Anyway,
I like it when it's up, not so much when it's down. Ooh.
So my part was, we were done, and in about 20 minutes, I pretty much used up the whole flipping battery.
Don't take long.
Just a little bit of a breeze.
Yep.
A beautiful early morning day. I just had to wait around for my buddy. He was busy taking photos inside the house, and he forgot an SD card.
Oh, why does that always happen? That really sucks.
So he had to run into town.
That's why you got to carry one of these around.
Yep. And he went and got one, and while he was there, he went and got me lunch, got me a Subway, so I had to text him, I want this, I want that. So that took a while. And he finally shows up, and then then I heard him talking to the owner, and I'm like, oh, come on. Stop yapping and get the job done.
You see what Jim
You know,
Drowning
but
wrote? Wife likes slow.
yeah,
Yeah, don't rush that stuff. So you guys got the shoot done though?
yeah, we got it done.
All right, that's good.
And because I went with him, I drove all the way to his house, and he drove the rest of the way.
So who edits it up now?
Who
does
what,
the editing? Who does the editing?
Oh, he does the editing.
Oh, okay.
So I give him the SD card.
You give him the
and
footage.
he had to run it up to his apartment and download it all, and then
Bring it back.
bring me back the SD card. And he had my drone in his car, so he had to go get that. So
See, that's the disadvantage with the Mavic 3 Cine. You have to download the data directly from the drone itself because it's on a
Right.
solid state drive, and it's not fast.
yeah.
I guess so. That kind of sucks, but it's a side.
So
Yeah.
here's the SD card. All the it's 128 gigabytes.
That's what I use. Oh yeah, good old Sam. Yeah,
SanDisk.
Yep.
Yep.
I have mostly
Red and gold.
I have mostly Samsung in here.
Yep. That's the ones. Mainly I'll use that, or I'll use the PNY. Those are pretty good.
PNY are okay. I remember
Yep.
my Mavic Pro came with a PNY, like a 64 gig.
Ooh,
Or
cool.
was it 16 and I updated to a 64? Whatever, it came with a
Cool.
PNY and it worked well. But the newer drones, like your Mavic 2, require a much faster card.
Right. Well, the Mavic 2 Pro maximum is 128. Yeah. But
Yeah.
on the Air 2, the max is 256.
I'm just
and
using
that's what I got
128s.
now.
I'm using 128s, but honestly, I don't usually with the drone. I don't even try to fill them. I want to get them out of there. If I'm going to be flying over
Right.
water, I want to get the card out and then switch it before I go over water. So we don't want to lose your footage. If the drone goes in the drink, you don't want to lose everything else. That would suck.
That's true.
So just cause it's.
Let's say hello
64
to Jeff, Carolina Airshot, Michael Drones, and RC Hobby, and Warren Kirisho.
Akira show.
That's how I say it.
Kirisho.
I don't care. Kirisho, not Akirasho.
Akarasho.
That's how Build a Drone reviewed.
Oh yeah. Did he ask him how to pronounce it or something? Do we have something wrong?
Well, Akira Show says, the way I say it is okay.
Akira show is okay. Did he write like the phonetic thing for it for us one time and I missed it? Probably. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here. This is cool.
Yeah, we do. We're up to
You're up
30,
almost 30,
so far. Yep,
Yes,
that's
sir.
good.
And I see some chatter on
Alrighty, so let's
Autel.
talk about Autel.
I have no
So,
idea what they've been up to, those dirty bastards.
man.
What are
Uh,
they doing?
so evidently, I think it's on the Autel Lite. There's a gimbal issue, and evidently,
Right.
the rubber
Grommets
grommet.
are hard.
I guess they put them on backwards.
No, really?
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you flip them around
because
yourself? Can you flip them
uh,
around yourself? I mean, you got to invert
Marcus.
them. You got to invert them. The
Yeah.
upside's down and the downside's up.
So Marcus Crawford, he had photos of it, and it's like, wow.
So
That's
he figured
why
it out. Did Marcus figure it out? Who
he
figured it
send
out?
it back, and they send it, I guess, a new one too.
Okay, but I wonder
So
if you can
that
just fix
took
the
care of
grommets.
that
Your
problem.
Can you fix the grommets yourself if you're handy?
Probably not, because then you'd have to disassemble it, and
An
be a
FPV
lot
guy
of
wouldn't
work.
care.
It's
Like
not
you.
like the old Autel Evo, where it had the interchangeable cameras,
Yeah. Yeah.
because on the Lite Plus, those don't have. Okay.
It still has to be
Oh, it's
fastened
the
in
nano.
there
Oh, okay.
using
Okay.
different dampers.
Thanks for. Okay.
I thought there was a different material. Maybe it's a
Right.
couple
Right.
of things going on though.
Yeah.
But
And
whatever.
then
Yeah.
right after that, they jacked their price up. $150. It's
They got to
like,
keep up with the Mavic 3, man.
well, I mean, if you want to sell more units, you don't jack
No,
up your
you
price.
do the drug dealer tactics. You keep the price low, get people in. You get people in,
Right.
and then you suck them in and like, oh, you really like that, do you? You want
Yeah.
another one? That's gonna cost you a little
There
extra
you
this time. Yeah.
So, I mean, nobody, I don't remember any other drone manufacturers doing anything like that, where they put out a new product and then all of a sudden they up the price after
DJ
they,
DJI has done that.
oh, they have?
Remember, the smart controller went up $100.
Oh,
I don't know if it was just quick though, quick, like release, then price markup or whatever. Maybe the
right.
Mavic 2 series though, didn't they have a pretty quick price increase? Cause
Mm,
no,
I don't
maybe I'm
know.
confusing it, but the smart controller absolutely went up $100 like in less than a year.
Right. Okay. Well, and it's not, wasn't on all of the
Jello
Nano
Plus,
Plus.
yeah, no, nobody wants Jello.
Jello.
Jello
I like
bad,
pudding pop.
yeah, yeah. I had my Spark had a Jello
Jello
issue.
pudding.
Yeah, thank you,
Mm,
Bill.
good.
Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I had a Jello issue with my Spark because the props were out of balance. We talked about that one other time, but clearly that's not the issue with the Nano or the Nano Plus or whatever. It's
Right.
mechanical, but grommets. Wow, they
Walter
upped the
and
price
Gromit.
already. They upped the price already. I can't believe that. That didn't take long.
Oh, okay. It's due to parts chip shortage.
Oh, so it's they can't meet demand, so supply is the
Yeah.
same, demand's up,
Yeah,
price goes up.
yeah, I could see
Okay,
that.
yeah, yeah. Well, maybe that's why the Mavic 3 is so damned expensive too.
Yeah, because well, the chip shortage has hit everybody,
Yeah, yeah.
especially
There's
the
nobody spared.
automobile company. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of the Mavic 3 for a second, though, like I told you backstage, freaking, I was playing around with my footage from a couple weeks ago and color grading it and stuff, and holy crap, is it awesome! Awesome, awesome. I mean, awesome. Like, awesome. Okay, now we can get back to Autel, but that was just,
Okay. Well, Jim wants to know the new DJR RC Plus. What's that all about?
it's cool.
And
It's the new smart controller, but it only works right now with Air 2S and Mavic 3. I
uh,
have one. It's awesome. It's just like having the smart controller, except the sticks are a little looser on it. I don't know. Some people like that. I'm not a fan, but you make adjustments, you work around it.
well, Autel released another firmware update the other day. Okay,
Oh,
cool,
I thought
cool.
he was gonna say. I thought Mickey was gonna say he did some high wind testing.
Kind of like what Ken did with the leaf blower.
I didn't watch that video, but I've seen
Oh
that done.
man,
Chris
the,
Rollins has done that before too, where he's taken a leaf
right?
blower to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he did that with the air. You know, the mini just blew away, but
Yeah. Poor little
the
mini. I mean,
Inspire was just rock steady.
well, you're talking two extremes. Yeah.
Yeah,
The little mini drones, the sub 250s. They When I was in Scotland, I was scared to death to fly that thing if it was like even a light breeze.
right.
It's like I don't expect it to be. I know guys have done some pretty amazing stuff with them in pretty decent wind, but what,
Right.
15, maybe 20 miles per hour? I think it can deal with, which is impressive. But when you have that, just like starting off in Scotland or someplace on the coast, anywhere on the coast,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not so good. I bet that freaking Inspired just sat there like, yeah, what else you got? What else you got, buddy?
Yeah. And he also did that with the Phantom 4 Pro V2. And I think he did it with the Air 2. And what else? I think that's about it.
I'll have to watch it. I don't want to steal. I don't want you to steal his thunder. I'll have to watch it. I saw it out there. What? Not Pro, Chuck. The Plus. Oh, okay. My bad.
Uh,
My bad. I stand corrected as usual.
let's say hello to Flying Flynn Media.
Well, hello, Flying Finn.
Welcome to the
Flying
show.
Flynn. Flying Flynn.
Good
Flying
to
Flynn.
have you.
Flying Flynn. Flynn, Flynn, Flum, Flum, Flynn, Flum. B5 Fum.
So, did you see the James Tanner's shout out video
No.
where he did birthdays and anniversaries? Because he was slacking there for a while. And one of them was for me,
Nice.
where when they came on to my show, on my birthday show, and they were, what were they, blueberries or grape?
Oh. Oh. No,
Oh.
I didn't see it. I just saw something in the comments. There's an RC Plus.
Yeah.
What the hell is the RC Plus? I
Well,
have no
that's
idea.
because the DJI just put that out in the FCC thingamabop. You know how when they
They have
release,
to list it before they can
Yeah.
sell it. Yes.
hmm
No,
so
I've
everybody's
seen.
wondering if it will be backwards compatible with, you know, the other drones like
Well, why would they do that so soon after the Pro coming out? I'm Googling it. Looking. Curious.
Oh, we'll find out.
I guess we will find out. I wonder. Don't tell me they have a problem like Autel had with their smart controller, and they had to change all the chips and then re-release it. Oh,
We'll see.
that'd be a hot mess. Hot mess. I don't. Yeah, I hadn't heard about that thing. Interesting. RC Plus.
So that's what's been
Oh,
going
maybe-
on.
Here's a speculative thing. What if the RC Pro is like the entry level version and the RC Plus is like a bigger screen or something? I wonder what.
Bigger screen or maybe more
for
bells
enterprise?
and whistles.
For enterprise?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Oh.
We'll soon see.
Oh, new Mini 3? Maybe?
Wow, they're gonna give a new controller to the Mini 3, huh? They wouldn't
Oh,
do that.
it's
That's
got
silly.
more nits
Oh, more nits.
for all you nitwits out.
Yeah. I've been okay with even the smart controller cranked up in a bright day. It works. But yeah, you can't
Oh,
hurt. It's
yeah,
better to have them and not
and
need them.
folks, all the channels in the chat, please check them out. Subscribe to them. We got a lot of really good channels like Flying Flynn Media and Drone Views Media, and Oz by Drone is a very good channel. And Jim's Droning, he's got some really good stuff. And
If you're wrenched, you can just click on the three dots and check out the channel too.
there you go.
Yeah. Right in your chat. Go over to the right, click on the three dots, and go to channel. And
There you go.
be Snoopy.
Flying Flynn, you are now blue. Carolina Air Shots, I can't believe you're not blue. Okay.
You feeling blue?
Alrighty, and Mickey McCage. Alright, I'm gonna be like Oprah. You get a wrench, you get a wrench, you get a wrench.
Yeah. So is Autel going to release anything else in the near future, or are they all set for a little bit? Have they gotten everything out on the street that they want to?
I guess so. I think, they just released the two new drones. I think this is just my this is my thought. I think they're
Okay.
probably done for now, and maybe later in the year they might come out with something new. Who knows? Maybe they'll do. I don't know. Maybe their own version of a GoPro, the Autel Pocket One. I don't. Hey,
They
let's
should.
welcome all the way from Florida. It is the ever jocular Adrian Mateo Drones. Hey, Adrian. Welcome to
AMD.
the show. Good to see you, sir.
AMD.
Howdy, ladies and
AMD.
gentlemen. How y'all doing?
We're all
Adrian.
doing great.
How you doing, Mr. Chuck Kovacion?
Doing all right. Thank you for asking.
Mr. Chuck Kovacion.
How's the ticker treating you?
Hey, my engine is great.
Good.
Ah,
Very good.
okay.
My engine is running on all cylinders.
It's
Oh,
good.
that's
Keep
good.
it-
No
keep it
more
that way.
nitro in the gas tank.
Don't
And
want.
no
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
nitro.
No more.
How you doing on Drum
Yeah.
Views Media?
Yeah. You got to ease up on that shit. That's
Mr.
not
Jim's
good for you.
Droning, how you doing? Jody
That'll-
Joint Shots, how you doing, buddy?
Screw you up. Look at those. The
Yeah,
headset?
man, I have to go out and lay off them little drinks, man, that I love so much.
He's going camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need that crap. Don't do it. It's just the stimulants are bad. They'll ease up.
Hey, Flying Flame Media, how you doing, buddy? Where is my little...
Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Thank you, Mister
All right, can y'all hear me?
Mr. Hand.
Yes, we can.
I need to turn up the volume. Hello.
Mr. Hand.
You're a wee
There you
bit
go.
hot.
Oh, you're good.
Turn it down
Is he
just
hot?
a
I
tiny
don't
bit.
think- Is he?
I hear you
Alright.
pretty good.
Okay, good. You sound great.
All right. He's
Okay.
perfect.
All right. Good job.
Adrian, do you
So,
have any
Adrian, I
Autel?
see you.
Sorry.
Well,
No, I figured we were talking
yeah,
about Autel.
Adrian
I didn't know
had
if
an
Adrian had any.
unboxing the other day. Tell us a little about it.
I didn't hear you because I hear you and Chuck at the same time.
I'll
I didn't
shut up.
understand.
I'll shut up now.
Yeah,
Okay,
would you
go
shut
ahead.
up, Chuck?
I will shut up.
God dang.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I understand you had an unboxing the other day. Tell us a little bit about that.
Unboxing.
Mm-hmm.
Your RC controller?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the RC Pro
Mm-hmm.
for the DJI Mavic 3 and the Air 2S.
Oh,
I actually put the video up. Actually, pretty nice. How you doing, Mickey H, MCH, One Vision, Aerial, Big Water, UAV? Man, that thing actually works nice.
Yeah, it's smooth.
I
very
haven't done any adjustment to it or nothing, but it flies a lot smoother than your original controller. Even the DJI, even the RC Pro first generation, they just fly smooth. Again, I haven't touched no kind of controls or nothing on it.
Well, your settings, so like your EXP and all that stuff. If I'm not mistaken, what? If I'm not mistaken, all your settings are on the drone. So like if you're using the stock controller and you set everything up with your phone and all that, I think they're stored on the drone. So then when you go to the RC Pro, maybe I'm wrong, that they're all there. So all your smooth settings just carried through. But you're saying
I
it
have
feels
no idea.
smoother? Like right out of the box, it feels smoother?
Yes, how you doing, Chris Hope, Carolina Airshots,
Wow.
Akirasho? Yes, again,
Interesting.
when it comes to the for example, I flew the today I flew the Mavic 2 Zoom with the smart controller, which is going to be the first generation. And when I was trying to make my nice left and right turn, it was like too fast. And I was like, damn, well, when I had it with my normal controller, it was smooth because I had it turned really nice and smooth. You know what I mean? I was like, well, what the hell happened?
You have to adjust the
Yeah, when
EXP settings and stuff.
Correct. But then when I flew the when I flew my Mavic Air 2 and when I flew my Air 2S with the smart controller, the first one, it was flying smooth. And I was like, okay. When I flew with my Air 2S with the RC Pro, it was even smoother, and I made no changes to it.
Well, that's interesting
I mean,
because
smooth.
I know the Air 2S. The Air 2S flies a little bit scrappy until you, meaning aggressive, until you kind of tone it down, back off everything. The Mavic 3 is the same way. I've never flown it with the stock controller, just the RC Pro, but that thing is scrappy too right out of the box. Holy crap! Super scrappy. It's like
When you say scrap, is that a bad thing? Like
no,
really
it's
fast and jerky?
fast. It's very fast. If you even in cinematic, you put it in the cinematic mode, it's still kind of snappy. I throttled mine back quite a bit, but
Okay.
it's it ascends and descends very, very fast. Not as fast as the FPV, but fast.
Got you.
It's a good drone. Although the Air 2S is nothing to sneeze at. I still think I hate to admit it. I probably made a mistake. I should have bought 2 Air 2Ss instead of 1 Mavic 3 and had a redundant backup.
I just know that the Air 2S to me, it is a fantastic bird. At first, I actually told myself I was not going to get it. But after I got it, I have no regrets. That thing flies nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the Air 2S is the best value in the DJI fleet right now. That's the best value. Bar none. Best drone. Bang for the buck. And then they had that offer with B&H, I think it was, where you could buy it with a smart controller. They just raised the price up, but before they raised the price up, that was a steal. No, not so much. Oh, that was a price increase, Art. That happened.
Unfortunately, they did increase the price on a lot of the stuff. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Somebody's knocking out the trolls for us. Thank you, Robert.
Yeah, Robert and One Vision Aero went ahead and did it because who the hell is that? Some kind of
that's troll.
Yeah,
it's those Ruskies.
Russians. Strong like mule.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim Bullshot, how you doing, buddy?
Whenever you see a VOR dot, whatever, it takes you to probably some malicious site.
Some Russian site.
Uh-oh. My PI Dream is in the chat. Are you going to let him through?
He's eating his waffles.
Yep, he'll be in, and he'll be in later. He's eating waffles right now. It's
excuse me.
What, 7:30 in the morning over there in the...
Excuse me. He being all sophisticated, eating waffles.
Maybe pancakes. Yep. Maybe waffles, maybe pancakes. I don't know. He kind of flips.
Hey, Thunderbird 6. How you doing, buddy?
Sorry, Art. Or is he waffling? Is it whiffling, waffling? Flip-floppling? I don't know.
Hey, Harley FPV. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, Greg. How you doing, buddy? Harley FPV.
So Adrian, the Air 2S, what kind of filters are you using on yours?
On mine?
When it comes to mine actually I got the hey Thunderbird 6, how you doing, buddy?
Got the fly more?
I got the
he's getting there. He's working on it. He's working on it. I can feel it, Art. It's coming. It's working. It's coming.
What the hell is it called when you buy the Fly More combo? There you go.
I said that. You ignored me then. I said Fly More. You blew me off.
Sorry.
It's okay, but that comes with filters. I didn't know.
Mine came with the ND filters, the 4-pack ND filter, and it came with the first generation smart controller. So mine already came safe. So I normally like to use the ND 16. That's one of my favorites.
That's probably in Florida. You might even use a 32 occasionally, right? Depending if things get really intense.
Bob Casey says, "Squirrel, how you doing, Bob Casey?" Yeah. Hey, Leonard JSK Enterprise, how you doing, buddy?
Have you ever considered using VNDs like the Freewell VNDs where you can adjust them?
I think I have those for the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom, but not for the Air 2S. No.
So you've been okay just using the 16 and then kind of like compensate by
yes, so far, yeah.
making adjustments with what EV or whatever when you're flying around.
Yep. Now
Because
that
I
variable,
really,
like just in one, I've been meaning to get some for that one,
yeah,
but I don't really like the price, so I haven't gotten it.
I did the VNDs already for the Mavic 3, and I really like them because I'll get it. I'll have everything kind of middle of the road as far as aperture goes. Get the VND dialed in where I want it, and then I have some adjustability when I'm in the air. That's what's really nice about the adjustable aperture. But on the Air 2S, you don't have adjustable aperture, but with the VND, you can kind of dial it in, and most of the time, you don't have to mess with it. You're okay.
Yeah. Hey, James Jordan, how you doing, buddy? Charles
It
Goluski
it
and Danny the View Chaser, how you doing, buddy?
yeah.
But yeah,
Nothing.
I don't have
No,
any of those adjustable one that you're talking about. Hey,
well, nothing
unlimited
sucks
vertical.
more. Nothing sucks more than when your footage is over or underexposed and you can't fix it in post. It's really disturbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Oh,
know,
Indy. Well, I would go with the 32. Maybe something a little higher for that.
16 or 32 if it's white, white, white. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I did get away with I got away with an ND16 and I adjusted the aperture. I cranked up the f-stop on the Mavic 3 and did okay on a snowy day. It was a sunny, snowy day. That's in my next video actually. Has footage in those conditions.
Well, Jim Boshart
Good
says
time.
128.
Whew.
Nice.
That'd be pretty dark. I mean,
That'd be
that's
some
almost
dark
like,
ass shades.
yeah.
Hey Art, Leonard JSK Enterprise, he doesn't have a blue wrench.
Oh,
Oh, he
Just to
doesn't.
well,
let you know.
thanks for telling.
And also unlimited vertical doesn't have one either.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
That
You
is
got a
true.
wrench. You
I
get a
wonder how
wrench.
JSK lost his wrench. I thought he had it. Oh, maybe you know how YouTube likes to unsubscribe you from stuff, and then you resubscribe.
Right.
That could have happened. Maybe that's
You
what
was
happened.
bad for doing that.
Yeah, that could be what happened.
I don't like it, but hell, they do whatever they want to
Yeah.
do.
They're gonna do
Yep.
whatever the hell they want to do. That's right.
Yep. They like to, you'll get your subscribers going up and then they take them away.
I don't seem to have the problem with the subscribers going up fast.
That never
But
happens.
it's funny how it does wobble though all the time. They go up, they go down. Like you get a couple, you lose a couple, and then you
Yep.
wonder how many bots are out there like fishing around too. Because
Well,
probably
I
it's
mean,
probably
we already
bots.
got one today, one of those troll bots.
Well, a troll bot, yeah, but I wonder how many of those happen like subscribing to and stuff. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. I know I need to put some more stuff out though because the channel's been flat for a while.
Yeah.
Because I'm not creating anything. Well, I'm not uploading anything.
Well, same
How-
same here. I've been slacking because the weather's been so weird. We'll get snow, and or if it's nice and warm out, it is windy as hell here.
It was holy crap! It was windy today here when that squall came through, and then tonight, I grilled burgers in it though. You'd be proud, Art. Had the grill going on the patio
Oh, good. Good for
with
you.
my parka on.
Hey Art, also Greg Harley FPV, he doesn't have a wrench either. Oh, Lake Pilot.
Oh,
Lake Pilot is
Lake-
can't break 200, huh, Lake baby? Yeah.
Hey, Lake Pilot, you're
Check
not
it
the
out.
only one. I've been a 1700 plus for a while, but for a little while it went up really good and then it just kept coming down. And I don't understand what the hell YouTube is doing. I don't get it.
yeah, I broke 1500 and I keep bouncing around 1540 and it'll go up and I was at 1541, I'm down to 1530.
Oh, keep going, Art.
What?
Lake
15,
Pilot's at 194. Now he's going to be at 195 because somehow I got unsubscribed. See what I'm saying? Boom.
Uh,
All right, just
oh, well,
subscribe.
you know what? I found out that I wasn't subscribed to Kai's channel.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
like,
wonder,
oh,
like, you know,
what the heck happened there?
now that you mention it, I haven't seen anything from him in a while either.
Yeah.
Lone
You know
Star
what? You know what, Lake Pilot? This is
UAV.
gonna be the third time that I'm gonna subscribe to your channel because I already did it before. This is the fourth time that I'm gonna do it.
So
It's
it
saying
happened
that
to
I'm
you
not subscribed
too.
to you. Yep.
So
Wow.
everybody in the chat, make sure if you are subscribed to Lake Pilot, just go to the three dots on the right there
I
and
just subscribed again
go
to
to the
his channel,
channel
but
and
this
just
is the fourth
see.
time that I've done it.
Yeah. God, that's slippery.
Now I went up to 197 now.
Nice.
Oh.
Slippery.
I thought I was.
You too?
There we go.
That's a trifecta of fail right there.
There you go.
Yeah. Who knows how many? Everybody,
Yep.
check your subscriptions.
Well, now he's at 200 now.
See,
he's at
cranking up.
Okay, that's good.
He's cooking with Wesson
That's
now,
good.
baby. Now I got to go over to Beauchart's channel and click on his next.
Oh, look, I guess Tammy Jean doubled overnight after being on a Ken show.
Hey, Robert
Oh, I
Glazier, how
bet.
you doing,
Yeah.
buddy? We also got
She was
Mr.
on
Michael Blade FPV in the house.
She was on Ken's show?
Yeah, you didn't see that? Oh,
I don't watch TNL because he never has me on, so I just said,
oh,
yeah, he should really have me on.
I don't understand why YouTube does that kind of bullshit. That's ridiculous.
I feel sorry.
We should review my success from his constructive training. That's what we should talk about.
Hello, Andrew Silverfox. Good to see you.
Damn, I haven't seen him in a while. Where he at?
Yeah.
Jim Johnny was at 100,000. Sorry, that was a dream.
Where's Andrew Silverfox? Where he at? I don't see him.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he's right above Jim Stroney.
Oh, he doesn't have a wrench either. That's why I didn't see him. Okay.
Holy
I
crap.
just gave it to him.
Okay.
There's another one. Jim's Droning. I go to his channel. Am I subscribed? No. Click. What the hell? But he doesn't show his subscriber count either. He's kind of slippery. Jim, you're slippery.
Hey, Michael Blade FPV, how you doing, buddy? We got Trevor Fox in the house too. Trevor Fox, I'm sorry. Well, Trevor Fox, even though the channel is dead, it doesn't matter. I don't think that YouTube should be doing that type of bullcrap anyway. I think it's ridiculous.
I don't know why they do it, but they're doing something.
Something like if I haven't watched one of your videos for a little while, I shouldn't be unsubscribed just because I'm not watching. It doesn't mean, shit, people are busy. We don't have time to be on YouTube every day, all day. I don't.
Yeah.
Well, they expect it to be your full-time job, and then,
Hey, we
I'm
got
not getting paid.
Ken.
What the fuck am I gonna
Let's
do that
sit
for?
here.
Well, I understand.
Ken, how you doing, buddy? Mr. Ken, please stay here. That dude is a troublemaker.
Yep.
So you're watching.
Yeah, he's still here in Colorado, but
Cool.
he just can't seem to.
Chuck, now he's up to 202.
See, he's cranking.
Lake Pilots are up 202 now.
He's going to pass me by the end of the night. He's going to go. It's rocketing. Nice.
202. Hey, John Shots. Jody, how you doing, buddy?
I guess Lake Pilot's the channel of the night.
Yes, it
Featured
is.
channel of the night. On fire.
Hey, Scott.
Scott
How you
Nadeau,
doing?
good to see you.
Scott's not wrenched yet either.
He isn't.
He is
my.
not.
He is not. You're
He's
slacking host. You're slacking host.
Snot.
He is now.
We got Slipping Bear,
Sleeping Bear.
FFC.
All about the wrenches in the FPV world. Foolish people's
Hey,
vids,
Candy, what's up with that? Where you going? You saying bye to me. Where you going? You just got here.
Being mean.
Oh, no. We got Mr. Lloyd, Grumpy Vlogger in the house.
Oh, really? Where'd Lloyd? I didn't see Lloyd's stuff yet. Where's he hiding?
Somebody just said hi to him, so I'm assuming he's here.
I didn't see him. Did I miss?
Who's Sleeping Bear FFD?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's kind of.
Go
There's
to
Grumpy.
channel.
Hey, Lloyd. Good to see you.
So is he finally here again, yo?
856 subscribers.
We got Mr. Lloyd, Mr. Grumpy Vlogger in the house. Carolina Earshots is here. Got quite a few folks, man. You got a good show going on. Oh, you got 36 people watching.
Yep.
Oh, he's an FPV guy. Yeah. Yep. Sleeping Bear's an FPV dude. That's what he's talking about in here anyway.
Go over to Ken Hoffbauer's.
Uh-oh. There goes Art. Furball. Wharf. Isn't that like from Ren and Stimpy? Well, Wharf. Is that what it was, Art? Like Stimpy?
Lord is resubbing to everybody else.
Stimpy.
Yeah, Leonard JSK Enterprise. Again, you're not the only one, buddy. Man, all of us going through the same.
Oh, yeah. It's the same. Doesn't matter where you are.
Where you go up a little bit, then they come right back down. You go up a little bit, you come right back down.
Yeah, they just...
Hey, Gary. Brant Ariel.
Hey, Gary, Mr. Brant Ariel. How you doing, buddy?
Yep. It's a rough road.
It's a rocky road.
It's a rough road. But the more I think about it... Ooh, what? The more I think about it, the less I care. Just like...
Yeah,
that's right.
I want it to grow. I want it to grow,
caring.
but it's just... It takes time to make good content, and it's a part-time thing
it
for
does.
me. So
When you're working,
yeah,
sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate.
that, and it's just sometimes it takes a long time to put the projects together once you have all your footage too. It just takes time.
The thing is, Chuck, believe it or not. Hey, Johnny Mac 26. Sometimes just to make a little 3-minute video, you want to make it so good, you spend
It's like
3-4
6
hours editing.
Well,
Easy.
Yeah, it's usually an hour per minute for me, but it can double easily depending on the project.
Because you have
Depending on
so
how many
many
clips.
times. Many times I make a video, then I go right back, look at it, I don't like that. Then I go right back to fixing it up, or I don't like that. Then I go back to fixing it up, and time just fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have one that was I had one that was pushing 30 minutes. And I had to like chop, and then you have to go through the fix all the audio, the little audio things that are annoying, and then you have to go through and tighten up the timing with the music. Yeah, it's a process, man.
There's a question for you, Chuck. I don't think if you read it or not, but Leonard is from JSK Enterprise asking you a question.
Do you keep your VND mist filter?
I guess the one that you were telling me, the variable NDs.
Yeah, I do. I keep the
You keep them when you're drawing
the
every
2 to
night.
5.
I mean, for every flight.
The 2 to 5 is always on. Yeah.
Okay.
But with the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic 3, it's never been. Well, I mean, the Mavic 3 is new to me, but the Mavic 2 Pro, it's never been a problem. I can always get it to work. I can crank it down to 2 stops minimum, and then open up aperture. Art smiling.
Thank you.
Well, with your show, he's Adrian's perfecting his inner Spielberg.
Nice. Do you guys know? Somebody told me that when you fly in Decine-alike or Decine or one of the flat profiles, that even though you have your ISO set at 100, the drone actually is set internally at 200. Did you know that? Is that true?
No, did not know that.
Really? Never heard of
Anybody
that.
in the chat know? Because I'm not going to reveal the source of that, but it seems kind of... I guess I'll believe it. It just seems weird. Anyway, just something to keep in mind if it is indeed true. Your drone doesn't always tell you the truth. Imagine that.
It's fake news.
It's fake. That's right. It's fake news. I was using ISO 100. I was in Decine-alike. Yeah, you were ISO 200. No, it said 100. No, 200.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Better or worse?
Oh yeah, Mickey didn't dig them.
Sounds good. Sound good, Adrian.
Yeah, you
Does it
sound
sound
fine.
better than before? Because I just changed the microphone to this one right here.
Ah,
It's working.
Is that a yes?
It seems slightly more
There you
muffled.
go. That's the little thumb that I wanted to see. That Ren and Stimpy thumb. I seen it.
Steepy.
Ron and Stimpy. Don't tell me you forgot the Rugrats.
We were
Don't tell me
talking
you
about
forgot it.
Ren and Stimpy a couple minutes ago. Remember I mentioned Stimpy in the, when
Yes,
Art
you
was
did.
coughing up a fur ball. It was Warf.
That's one of my
Good, 'cause he
used to
muted
be one of my
himself.
favorite cartoons.
Oh, sure.
well, when I did the video shoot while I was waiting for the camera guy doing all the interior shoots, the owners had a couple dogs. Boy, they were shedding. I'm like
Social blade.
coughing,
Social blade.
dog hair.
What else?
Hey, we got Dre Recovery 1 drone. We got Mark Fisher. EM Drone 1 now.
EM drone is
Well,
de-wrenched.
We getting a lot of folks in here.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
hey,
Mark
Dre.
Fisher, EM Drone 1. We
EM
got Recovery 1 Drone, Draymond Crawford in the house, in the hizzy.
I'm just
So-
waiting for Maddie. Maddie's Drone World.
That's not like Maddie to not be floating around in the chat. He must be a busy boy
He-
this evening.
He
Yeah.
texted me earlier that he might not co-host on my show tonight, so we'll see how that's gonna work.
Ooh.
Yeah. Is he all right?
Oh, and TJ from TJ's Shits and Giggles, whatever his channel. I guess he lost his Air 2S today.
Went swimming.
How?
It went swimming in the ocean.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh
It
shit.
just fell out of the sky. I'm like, oh,
Imagine it had something went wrong.
Yep.
Sure, the pilot didn't make a boo boo.
Yeah.
Boo
Mm.
boo. I don't
yeah,
want to say
because
that.
I sent him
but
a link to come on tonight, and he's
down in the
you know,
dumps.
Like the little dwarf that got into a car wreck and jumped out and said, "I'm not happy."
Grumpy? Sleepy?
My,
Doc?
hey, Kenny, place it here. It's gonna be. I'm gonna have a series of stuff that I want to talk about. So you have to go ahead and come in and check it out, buddy. Uh-oh. What am I doing?
So who's gonna buy an Autel drone? If you didn't have an Autel drone and you're in the chat and you were thinking
I'm not
about
buying
it,
one.
would the price increase affect your decision to buy the drone?
Even before the price increase, I would give it a middle finger. So
Really?
yes. Even before the price increase, I'm not interested.
There's some guys out there that have
It's some
flown-
bullshit. I believe the drone is just crap.
I don't think they're crap.
I
But
think
I'm
they
so
are.
comfortable. If you're really comfortable with the DJI stuff,
Not just that, I
it
have an
could be a
Autel
tough
Evo 2.
like change.
I have an Autel Evo 2 already.
Oh, that's right. You
I'm-
do. You do.
Yes,
So
and
like
that thing is a freaking tank. That thing is like my orange school bus. That thing is amazing. But this little mini drone that they put out with all
Yeah.
the crowd issues they have, and I don't want it. I don't. Period.
what about if they straighten them out?
It doesn't matter.
Wow, they're done.
And now that they increased the price, I gave them 2 middle fingers.
They're on the AMD shit list.
Pretty much.
That's rough. That's rough. No mercy from Adrian. You're
No,
done.
not that one. That one is done.
Zero tolerance.
As a matter of fact, if I was to like win it, like if somebody do some kind of giveaway and I get it, I'll sell it.
So what about the Mavic 3? That was a little dicey on release. Did you sell that too?
That one I'm actually thinking about snatching it maybe in the near future. Maybe in the near future.
You hypocrite, you. Just saying. I can tell you, it's still not.
I mean,
quite right,
I already
but
have the
it's
RC
pretty
Pro,
good.
so why not? All I need is the Flymo combo.
No, they don't actually. You're in Florida, buy from Drone Nerds, but
No.
Anyway, I bought the Mavic 3 just stripped down, just the drone with the battery and the remote, and then bought a couple of extra batteries. I went a la carte, Adrian. I found out that worked out better for me because unless you want that bag, do you want that bag in the Flymore kit? Do you want the bag? Because that's like almost $400 of your Flymore kit for a bag. You gonna use it? If you're not, buy the rest of the stuff that you need on your own.
You're asking me, do I want one?
No, do you want if you're going to do a Mavic 3 Flymore combo, are you going to use the bag that comes in the kit?
No. Actually, what I'm going to do
that's
is...
super expensive.
I understand. What I'm going to do is I already have the hard case, the waterproof hard case for that drone already. Because I'm buying things little by little. But
you're preparing for it. Okay.
Yeah, for me to buy the drone now, no, I'm not going to. Not right now, no. I got better stuff that I need to spend my money on besides, another drone right now. I might do that maybe in 2023. I don't know.
Well, the Mavic 3 is still kind of
I'm just still working out the kinks, and I don't like it.
There aren't many kinks left.
Sorry, Glenn, you have to be present to win.
Yeah. Must be present to win. There are only a couple of kinks left in the Mavic 3 from my experience right now. It's getting pretty close. The GPS, slow connection, and a little bit of wonkiness are what remain. I'm telling you, though, with the camera, like I said it earlier, man, the camera kind of makes you feel like, oh, I guess it's okay.
Wait a minute, Ken, place it here. If you're going on a subbing party, does that mean that you won't even sub to my channel?
Really?
I thought we were supposed to be buddies. But yeah, that's also me, Chuck, that 4/3 camera.
It's awesome.
I'm going to snatch it, but not now.
It is flipping awesome. I mean, I showed Keith some of my raw footage when I was flying around this abandoned building, and he's like, he's looking, it's like, it wasn't graded or anything. He's like, holy crap, Chuck. I'm like, what? He's like, look at the detail there. Look at that. Because it was like the whole building is. I used another camera on the ground, and you can see it's like all darkened in the openings and stuff. And with the Mavic 3 camera, everything was lit up like a Christmas tree. I mean, all that detail was there to just color grade and fix. It's amazing, man. You're gonna love it. The camera you're gonna love, without a doubt. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's one thing that I'm actually looking forward to is that damn camera to compare it to the other drones. Because I mean, the picture and the video and that thing just looks freaking
it's really
awesome.
Good. There's a big difference. Now, I don't know. What'll be interesting is I flew the Mavic 2 Pro one weekend in the same area, not the same site, but like a mile away at another site. And then I flew the Mavic 3. And when I render the video, I can see that my rendered video, like on DaVinci, I can see the difference. I can see the Mavic 3 is definitely better. But I'm wondering how it's going to look when I upload it on YouTube. That'll be interesting to see if there's any marked difference. And I hope there is, because otherwise, why did I?
We'll find out.
Why did I? If you're a YouTuber, people keep saying if you're a YouTuber, you don't need the Mavic 3. Yeah, Mickey, I feel your pain, man. Like, I've been trying to unload a couple of my Mavic 2s. Not very hard, but one is aircraft only, and then the other one is a small kit. And then the third one I'm keeping as my Flymore backup to the Mavic 3 in the event that it goes, well, say swimming.
Hey, Joe, didn't you tell me that you have 2 Mavic 2 Pros?
I have 2 Mavic 2 Pros at the moment, yeah, but I need to sell one.
Why do you need 2 Mavic 2 Pros?
Redundancy.
Hey, we got... Look who's here.
Don't really.
Hey, Chris Rollins, how you doing?
Chris,
Good
man.
to see you.
Give that boy a wrench.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love his science videos. They're freaking awesome. Chris is the guy that gave me the freaking flea. He and Ed Ricker did the video on it, and they gave it away. and they asked like the contest was what would you do with it? And I have these really annoying neighbors with a swimming pool and annoying dogs and kids and stuff. And I told them I was going to drop a baby Ruth into their pool like Caddyshack.
Well, speaking of Baby Ruth, it's time for the toffee giveaway.
All right, I got my number in already, as usual.
Pick a number between 1 and 50, and we will spin the wheel. And you too can win a box of Enstrom's almond toffee.
I'm gonna do this one more time. If I don't win, I know you're up to some flim flam because it's ridiculous.
You just have shitty luck if you don't win. That's all.
They got my number right there. Nobody picked that one. Hey, Mark
14.
Fisher doesn't have a range either. EM drum one.
Yeah, I said that a while ago. I guess Art's gonna wrench him up.
Hey, wait a minute, Mark Fisher. First you pick 31, now you pick 8. Can't double pick, buddy.
He's
Slow
picking
down.
as many as he can pick to see if he can get lucky.
I did get lucky for $5 in downtown.
Yeah, feeling like
I want
nice. What else are you gonna catch? What's the bonus prize? Syphilis? What do you get as a
Hey, slow down.
Sorry.
Slow down, Captain.
Sorry.
Yes, Mark is blue now.
Actually, you
He's
never
feeling
know.
blue.
All right, everybody, let's close the window. Let's share the wheel.
Now you go ahead and catch coronavirus if you kiss somebody, Chuck.
It's scary. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Look at place it here, put all the numbers in. We're stopping it at the. What was that?
Oh,
That's my phone.
You're gonna get us a copyright strike. Cut that out. Oh my goodness, Art. Can't take him anywhere. That should be a claim. It'd be a copyright claim, but that would still suck. Steal your
all
profits.
righty, ladies and gentlemen, let's spin that wheel. I don't know why it's
Roll them.
okay. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel.
Roll them. It's gonna go. All right, what we got? 12. So
The winning number is
I see.
12.
I see 14.
Closest to 12.
JSK nailed it. JSK Enterprises, but he put in about 16 numbers, but 12's like he's the first one with 12.
Oh, all right.
He also had 13. He had 31. He had 1, 45, 18.
Well,
Should
I
we
don't see
disqualify
anybody
people?
else with-
Jeez. This is like, come on, guys. One number. Wow. All right, whatever. But yeah, he got it. He got 12.
All right, JSK Enterprise. Please email me your address. Here
You know
it
what?
is.
You know what, Art? I'm not doing this no more.
Well, you have to put in all the numbers like JSK did, then you can win.
I'm not doing this flim flam no more. I'm done.
Hang in there. Adrian, hang in there, man. Your day will come. Hang in there. Don't give up, brother. Don't give up.
I
Good
am
guts,
done.
one.
I've won. Fair and
I
square.
am done. DONE, capital letters. Done.
Done. DUN. Done. Hang in there, Adrian. It'll be all right, man. One of these days, you watch, your ship will come in.
It like
Your toffee
Lloyd
ship
says,
will come
rigged.
in.
The shit
Yeah,
is
yeah.
rigged.
And
Like the
James
lottery,
at my
rigged.
James at my PI Dream says that there's a magnet in Art's wheel. Did he put in a number, or was he too busy having his mouth full of waffles? I didn't see him put a number.
He didn't put in a number.
He didn't.
So,
He didn't. Wow. Okay.
Anyway, Art, I'm about to jump off a little bit. I'm about to give me a little bit of grub.
all right, good to see you. Thanks for coming in, and,
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
and
in,
have a
man.
good show tonight, sir.
I will actually come in a little bit before mine, so I'll try.
Okay.
Oh.
All
Okay,
right.
cool.
Take care, man.
Chuck, hold it down for me, Chuck.
I'll do my best. It's hard to keep up with you, though. You're pretty awesome. Just so
Thank you,
know.
sir.
All right, later. He is pretty good. He holds down the fort, monitors the chat like a freaking champion.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he's right on top of that. Cat-like reflexes. Hard to beat.
Yep.
So why isn't like the grumpy vlogger on? Why is Lloyd like sitting in the back?
You know what? I'll send him a link.
Low latency internet doesn't require what? What's Andrew talking about? What did I miss? I couldn't find the rest of the story. Anyway, so Adrian says he'll never buy an Autel drone. And I do suspect most of the guys in the chat won't now that the price went up. They'll probably just steer them clear, which is really sad. Because should we get off the Autel track? Are we done? Are we done with Autel this evening?
Yeah, I guess so.
Topic?
Lloyd, I sent you a link if you want to pop in and take over the show like you normally do.
Being a moderator is a highly coveted position. You can kill trolls.
What does the moderator do?
Yeah,
Well, when
trolls
pop up, you could block them, you could report them, you could tell them to go to hell.
You can go to anybody's channel in the chat. You can use the 3 dots and go to their channel. You can't do that unless you're wrenched, which is cool.
Hey, Chris Murdoch, FPV, good to see you, sir. All the way from Silver City, New Mexico.
Look at Robert says, "Come on in, Lloyd. Come on in."
Yeah, the water is nice in here. And we've got Uncle Bill Ronaine.
Hey, Bill.
Good to see.
Hey, did you see the captain put a video up? Ray?
No, I'll have.
It has some audio issues. I'm not sure if he's aware of it or not, but his audio is kind of strange in it. It like kind of like pops up and down.
Is it the latest one he's put
Yeah,
up?
he did like the alligator cruise thing.
Oh,
Everglades. It was weird. It was like it's a cool video, but it's kind of hard to watch because the audio kind of like puffs. It goes like first it's really low. Look, I can barely hear him. Also, it's really loud. Then it goes really loud.
Oh yeah, he's had some
issues.
audio issues.
I can't believe. Does it happen when he uploads it, or is it happening? Just
Well, it might be because he's using different audio source.
But
you can might be going from the GoPro to something else.
I use like 7 cameras. You can balance stuff in your editing software.
Mm-hmm.
I have to. It's actually quite annoying.
Yeah.
But it can be done, usually. I just didn't know if it was something that was happening after the render and when he uploaded it to YouTube and rendered, if something weird was happening. But anyway.
Go tell Mike.
We're the Frick's Beauchart. Like, we get the Mr. Potty
Jim
Head
Beauchart.
opening, and
Let's get Jimmy in here. He's usually pretty chatty.
He's awesome. He could flip-flop with me if he wants. Every other week, we could, like, flippity-flop.
There you go, Jim. If you want to pop in.
Come in as Mr.
I
Potty
sent
Head.
you a link.
I think
you know what? I'll send one to Dot Murder.
We're holding at 18 degrees, man. We're holding. 18. It's not quite shorts weather. It's a little cold for shorts. So, I don't think I'm going to get to do any flying this weekend. I think tomorrow is going to be windy.
Snowy
again.
day?
Well, it's
windy.
Yeah, not exactly ideal for flying.
You know, we got another storm
Mac.
coming through. Hey, Johnny Mac,
Sorry.
thank you very much.
So you have a cash storm coming in along with the storm you were about to talk about.
Alrighty. Oh, 5 pounds. Ooh, boy, that's...
Isn't that what Ken does? A 5-pounder?
There, I just got the Thank you,
Oh yeah,
Johnny.
Flying Flynn. Yeah, click that like
Yeah.
button if you haven't already. That's right. Shame on me for not saying so. But
And if you like my
close.
content, please throw me a few bucks because that's
Subscribe.
how I get the toffee that I could send to you guys. It helps to pay
Subscribe.
the postage. Yep.
Postage ain't free.
Nope.
Oh, I have to send back a printer part. My not a 3D printer, a conventional printer part. I ordered rollers for my several-year-old brother all-in-one, and
Why are they? It's paper slipping.
it's sticking in there. Yeah, it's not working right.
Ah.
I tried cleaning them.
Here's what you do: is you rub a little turpentine on it.
Turpentine. Well,
That's
for
what.
$15, I'll have new rollers. They snap right in the
There you
front
go.
section. But anyway,
Hey, Chris.
that's a good idea,
Sunrise,
though.
Water
Turpentine is
Media.
a good idea. Hi, Chris.
Because back in the early 90s, I used to work for a document imaging company where we used to scan documents. And
Still.
every so often, we'd have to put turpentine on the rollers.
Okay. Well, I could still try that because what happened was I ordered new parts on eBay and it was clearly listed as the correct part number. And then when I received them, parts didn't fit because they were close, but not the same. And I didn't check the part number on the bag, of course, because why would I do something,
Yeah,
smart
why
like
would
that?
you do
Why
that?
would I
Yeah.
even check, right? I assumed that they were correct. Assume.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, they sent me the wrong stuff, so I had to send them back, and then had to grab them from it. I went to another source, like forget it, get somewhere else. But go
There you
figure.
go. All
But
your
turpentine, I'm gonna try that on the existing rollers and see if it like straightens them out. Because why not?
little, you know. Hey, we got Jeff, Four States. Ariel, good to see you.
Good evening.
Well, let's keep that super chat train
Oh,
going.
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor, thank you.
Pretty cool.
Thank you very much, Trevor.
You need a train sound.
Yeah, I do have that, but I'm going to have to set that up,
You gotta set it up. You
on
gotta get on that.
the other stream. Hey, let's welcome all the way from Muskogee, Oklahoma. It's
Hi.
Lloyd
Hey,
Mendenhall.
Lloyd. Hang on one.
Hello.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
You're
Good.
doing great.
Flying Flynn, I tried rubbing alcohol or isopropyl. It didn't get the stickiness back. I guess they need to be a little tacky, supposedly.
Oh,
Like
TJ
us, a little
is
tacky. Right, Lloyd? Be a little tacky.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And we got Dean Miko Ghost, the old codger.
Lloyd, how you
Welcome.
feeling, brother?
I'm doing good. Just kind of lazy today.
Hey,
you know.
Bill Ronan, thank you very much.
I want to outbid the others. Yeah, he
Thank
said
you.
501. He said he's up a penny.
Oops, hang on.
I like their jeans. 501 jeans.
501
What is
button
this?
fly,
Oops.
baby.
Yep.
Remember those? They were a
Wrong.
pain in the ass in high school.
Oh, yeah. Or the shrink to fit ones. That was really when you had to buy
That's
them.
what those were the 501s.
501s, yeah.
You know what's cool about the 501s though is when your girlfriend unbuttoned them, they go, and then you knew you were gonna get some action.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
what did I
Michael,
do?
Fly Zone Drones.
Saying that
Welcome,
magical sound.
welcome. Good to see you.
Okay. Hello, everybody in the chat. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, I mean, I was watching and I was going through all of the stuff like you guys were talking about who was subscribed. That's how Trevor knew that I was in there because I was going down the list and when I hit his name, it showed him that I'd subscribed. So he said hello to me. I had said anything before that though. So,
Hey, let's
I just-
welcome from the man from the Great White North. It is Jim Beauchard.
Mr. Potty
He's
Head.
got his
Hello, is this thing on?
background.
Is this thing on?
Oh, and hey,
Yeah,
not only
yeah,
that, but wait, there's more all the way from Lipa City,
Oh, there
Philippines.
goes the neighborhood.
James Tanner, my PI Dream. Let's welcome Welcome.
Goes
Oh.
the neighborhood.
Man, we got
Yeah.
a house full here this morning. How's everybody?
Just like
Full
that.
house today.
Oh my goodness!
We're
Some of my
busy.
favorite people in the world here.
Who
Unfortunately,
are the
I just,
people in your neighborhood?
I just,
I
unfortunately,
only
we
came
just
out
want to say
when
here.
James was going to be on.
Jim,
So,
Jim. Yeah, thank you. Hey, Jim, thank you for giving me that video file. I haven't been able to put it inside video yet, the integrated but it'll be in one of the upcoming videos. So thank you.
James, did you see his Mr. Pottyhead reel at the beginning?
Well, he sent. Yeah, I did, and he actually sent me not Mr. Pottyhead for today's, but the one that he did on Ken's show.
Yeah, that was great.
He sent me, and I'm going to use a piece. I'm going to use a piece of that. So, Jim, I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to just use like a teaser so I can get some folks hopefully to go over to your place. So, hopefully I'll be able to do that.
It's very
Lloyd,
nice of you, man.
how you doing, my friend?
I am doing good. Good to see you, both Jim and James.
Jim and James. James and Jim.
And how's your wife doing, Lloyd?
She's doing good. Today's one of those days she's not feeling real good, but you know, it's just goes with the territory with all that's wrong with her. So so she had she's had kind of a rough day. So I won't be on here real long, but I did want to drop in and say hi to you guys and stuff and spend a little time here because I see Art tomorrow. With the three gimps. Three conservative gimps, I should say.
Conservative gimps.
Yeah, I don't get invited onto that show.
I do, but I'm afraid to go on there because I'll get on my blood pressure will get pumped up and stuff.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
We actually a lot of times at the end of our show for today, the one he's doing today, me and Chuck and Art, we kind of get together and we hold our own little political satire type of show on
Art proves me wrong most. Art proves me wrong most of the time. I just hold my head down.
Well, the good thing is right now we don't have to prove anybody wrong. They're doing it themselves. We're just sitting back watching.
Well, they're all wrong. It's great. Crazy, surrounded by, and it's not just the United States; it's global failure. But anyway, that's So there.
Yeah.
On that note, we'll save the rest for tomorrow on our show.
Yeah.
On tomorrow's show, I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about tomorrow's show. So
you will. Hey, did London get battered with some big ass storm or something? Did you guys hear about that?
No.
Heard the Millennium Dome or whatever got the roof got shredded, and Keith was telling me he got word from some friends in the UK recently. They got pummeled. I didn't see anything.
I haven't seen anything about it. But then I haven't really.
Winds.
Wow. Yeah,
they were watching. There was a dude who did a live stream of planes landing at Heathrow. And it was like a huge watcher count because the planes are coming in.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I just been saying that it seems like the dominating subject of the day is this Ukraine stuff, the Russia-Ukraine stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I
It's,
that kind of scares me with
as it
all
should.
that going on. Yeah.
So Jim, how you like your prime miniature?
What?
Prime Minister.
Oh, that.
No, prime miniature.
Yeah, I know you said miniature. I said it correctly though. I'm sorry.
No, it's more like prime immature.
That's more like it. That's a good one.
I would definitely be me on the immature scale. But,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I thought you guys weren't going to talk about that tonight, but maybe you are.
No, well, it just
We'll
got thrown
probably
out
be
there.
talking about it tomorrow.
This is
We'll definitely be talking about it tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah, three conservative gimps tomorrow at 2:00 Central Time, 1:00 Eastern Time.
Art should put you should put the link in the chat.
It'll be
3:00 Eastern Time. Yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern Time.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay, I got it backwards. What do I know?
Put the link in the chat.
I just know when I'm supposed to show up, and I set my alarm accordingly so I can wake up from my nap and get there on time.
When you boys should put the link in the chat.
James, did you answer the question of what flavor of syrup you were using?
Oh, I don't know. I got worried because the first answer you put an answer in there, and I read it really quick. I didn't read the whole thing. And I'm like, how the hell? But you didn't get that. You didn't get it right. So I don't know. Because I stopped following, so I don't know. But anyway, oh, wrong bottle. Wait a minute.
Whoa, what's the?
This is what it's.
Oh no, you should put the other stuff on the pancakes. You just won't care about the syrup.
Cranberry maple.
Cranberry maple, and this was given to me by one of my subscribers. They sent this over.
Very nice.
Oh, Steve. I know Steve.
From Canada.
I know Steve from Canada.
Yeah, this is
Imagine
Steve Villanueva. Steve Villanueva from Ontario, Canada, sent that to me, and so we opened. We ran out of. As a matter of fact, we've had our fix for so long on Canadian maple syrup, and our neighbor across the street, of course, is Canadian, and he's been sending us box loads of stuff. But he's in the Philippines now. He lives here, so he can't send me anymore. So we're out of that. So I had to break into my stash from gifts, and this was from
Whereabouts
Steve.
in Canada is he from, James?
Same place. As a matter of fact, they know each other. As a matter of fact, Steve, he owns a lot right across the street from us over here. He just hasn't set up anything. He doesn't have his architectural plan done yet. And he's I don't know what date he'll start building. So
Wow.
It's like
that's right.
you wouldn't believe how many Canadians we have here. It's like what's going on in Canada these days, Jim? Man, everybody's leaving and coming to my neck of the woods over here.
Good.
There's
That means there's more room in Canada for me. Okay.
There's no Canadians here because they've all gone to other countries, and everybody from every other country has come here.
You wanna know
like
the irony? You want to know the irony of all of this?
This is wild.
There are people, the Filipinos here, they are leaving and they're going to places like the U.S. and Canada. My brother-in-law, he's a Canadian citizen. He immigrated to Canada, but yet all the Canadians are leaving there and coming over here to the Philippines. What the heck is going on?
Why am I using my Mavic 3 as my webcam?
Well,
Great.
have you,
Phil comes in and all hell breaks loose. Hey,
James, have you seen the weather in Canada compared to weather in Philippines? That's why they're all moving there.
You know, I'm sweating. It is almost 9:30 in the morning here.
You need a little bit of 16-degree Syracuse, New York air maybe to cool your ass down.
Hey,
you want some?
No,
I wish I could share.
That's okay. Thank you. But,
okay. I could bottle it up and send it over there.
Oh, somebody said about the construction. This is Sunday, but the Canadian build that's going on across the street from us, they come in 7 days a week. Normally Sunday's a non-work day, but they always put in a request, and we always approve it. So they'll get done quicker
and stuff.
Yeah, that's what they're doing over there. Yeah. Usually, this is what
right behind me.
They always tell it. They always tell me, "Hey, James, is it okay if we build on Sunday because we're right next to your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay." You're like, "Oh, we're not going to make any noise."
Summer rental.
Don't worry about it. We're not gonna make any noise over there.
Art, this feels like summer rental.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
I thought Jim was firing up his drone or something, and right next to his mic.
If we're gonna live summer rental with James on here, at least he could have like the young girls and stuff walking behind him in bathing suits on their way to the beach.
Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that. No,
that would help.
No, this is an extremely conservative channel we have here. You know that.
Sometimes.
Speaking of,
this
week
penetrate in the other side of the market, though.
Oh, you had to do it. You had to do it. All right, you should have like a train whistle. Boop boop.
Well, I'm going to do that on one.
You should do that from now on. When he does that, you have to. You
didn't like that? That was pretty slippery.
You got it in there. You got it in there.
Yeah. See.
Oh, don't put the kids doing that. All right, it can't be the kids.
Oh, it can be the kids. Hey, little boy, would you like some candy?
Oh, Jack.
Look at Lloyd. He's just shaking his head.
He's like, what the hell? Who is this guy? I told you.
No, I know.
Tacky.
I just. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you were asking why didn't I get my number in?
Yeah.
Why didn't I get my number for the spin of the wheel? It's because I was in a really awkward position. Here's
Johnny.
Not that awkward.
Oh, I feel so much better now.
We had
That's where this show is headed.
Right down it too.
We had softball eggs here this morning, and I was right in the middle of peeling it, and it was really a softball egg. And when I opened it, it was like oozing all over my whatever. Anyway,
Oh my God!
am I digging it
okay,
deeper?
Lloyd. It's okay, man.
My mind has gone somewhere that you don't want. Yeah,
I know where it's gone. That's what's scary.
Exactly. Like, oh my God. Okay.
Anyway, that's why
Bill.
I couldn't get to the laptop, which was on the other end of the table. Oh, we did something neat today. I don't know if I can turn this.
Exactly. Whoa, a squirrel. Is Bill in the house?
Yeah, the
Bill's
waffle
in the house.
maker.
Right, Bill?
The waffle maker over there.
Waffle maker, what?
Waffle.
Yeah, the waffle maker over there. We actually for the first time. Normally we cook everything inside the house, and we bring it out to the pavilion. And we here in the pavilion like that. But this one, we actually cooked everything out here this morning. So
squirrel.
That was a soft up.
Trevor says
That's good, Lloyd.
you need poop powder.
Yeah.
Poopery.
Yeah.
Feel better now?
Because my show is sponsored by Poo Powder, so yeah.
Oh, it is. I have noticed that.
Yeah. We're sponsored by. Yeah, we're proudly sponsored by Poo Powder.
That's a pretty shitty deal.
For the
right
people
there.
on the go.
Oh, Johnny Drone Flyer. Good to see you.
As Art takes it and goes the other
Smells a
direction
little
with the show.
suspicious to me. Or does it smell lucrative? I guess it depends on how good the sponsorship is.
It's a crapshoot most weeks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Art, I think you need to do a spin of the wheel. And I can send some bananas out. I got so many bananas.
Wow,
here.
green bananas from the Philippines.
They'll be yellow by the time they get here.
Well,
They have to be shipped in a
I think they'd be brown by the time they got to your place.
60-degree container ship. I think it's 60 degrees for bananas. What's the ideal shipping temperature for those things? It is right around 60 degrees.
I watched a video on YouTube over here about them actually doing the whole process, the production of the banana from them. From them harvesting it and what they do, the bags that they put them in, the stuff that they spray on there, so that you don't get the dots,
Right.
the little black dots and all over there, because it's a big export. The Philippines has a big export.
But you know the Chiquita banana song, that's when they're brown and speckled with a golden hue. Bananas taste the best and are the best for you. You can put them in a salad. You know that song.
I don't know that song.
What?
I don't know that song. That's not a song of the 50s or 60s.
It's the Chiquita banana song. Look it up,
really?
man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't doubt you. I told you, you're the Wikipedia of the commercial jingles. And
He's got way too much time on his hand.
he's got way too much.
That one goes. That got put into my head back in, like, believe it or not, the 90s, which is not not when that was made. That was made probably in the 60s.
60s, yeah.
I don't remember that one.
That's back before things that were slightly racial were deemed offensive, because it was just it was cute. And,
Yeah, I think it was like 68 when they finally started pulling those commercials, like the Frito Bandito. They had to pull that off
the
because
Frito Bandito was awesome.
that was the first.
I am the Frito Bandito.
I used to have Frito Bandito erasers. They used to
That's
put
one of
them in
my
the
favorite commercials. Why'd they pull that?
They lasted.
Obviously-
No, the Frito Bandito lasted longer than the late 60s.
Same reason they had to change the Washington Redskins name is something like
Yeah,
that.
pretty much. Yeah. They pulled it off. This is back when they were. It was back during the Chicano movement, which is what they were called in those days. So they felt it was offensive and derogatory, and that was the beginning of cancel culture. 1968 is when it all started. 68, 69, something like
And
that.
do you know who got that taken off the air?
I have no clue.
It's Ricardo Montalban.
Ricardo Montalban.
yeah.
Oh, the rich
Yeah,
Corinthian
yeah.
leather.
Chris
Cordova.
Corinthian leather.
The plane.
Cordoba.
The island.
Oh,
The plane.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The rich Corinthian leather of the
The
Cordoba.
plane. The plane.
There you go. So who here in the panel and in the chat remembers when they used to put the little lunar rover in the Tang bottles? Do you guys remember that? It had a little rubber band. You could wind it up and it would go forward.
Oh yeah.
Remember those? I had like 6 of those, and they're all broken. I wish I still had one today. I wonder what that thing's worth. It was super cool.
Yeah,
that was
I remember.
The stuff that was the Tang was cool because the astronauts drank it.
Astronauts, and
I remember that. Yeah.
You know what?
I never got Tang because we couldn't afford it.
Too.
Wait, what? What too? What are
They peed in a bag too.
Yeah, they did. That could be fun. You know, when you're
Recycled
like
Tang.
when you're like 6 years old and you're getting like you get the Tang, and then then when you're done, because
then all the 12-year-olds are like
pee in the pool.
Yeah, well,
anyway.
Let's see if TJ finally got his camera going the right way. Hey, TJ. Oh.
Hey.
Let's turn that frown upside down.
It's
Sorry
the U-boat
about your
commander.
drone.
Remember that from the 80s movie with Tom Cruise? Tom Cruise. Who's the U-boat commander?
What Tom Cruise movie?
Come on now.
Was that Valkyrie?
Dun, 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 dun. Remember Bob Seger? Comes out in his undies.
Oh,
yeah. Risky business. Yeah, it's risky business. Yeah, risky business.
Yeah, remember he had the 928 out, his dad's 928 out, and he goes out on the pier with it and stops.
Tom Cruise.
Then,
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah. And then the pier drops and the car goes into the lake. And then later on, they're like they're working on the car, like who's the U-boat commander?
Yeah.
So it's kind of it's a metaphor based on what happened to you today. That's all. And I'm sorry to hear. Sorry for your loss, by the way.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened. Like everything was like I had a perfect signal. My battery was good. I had 77% battery life, and for some reason,
Air 2? TJ, was it an Air 2 or an Air 2S? Trevor's going to turn ahead.
I don't think you can hear it.
I know he only has 3 minutes left, but I mean, it's just kind of curious before his time.
Yeah, I mean, he's poor Tej.
I know he's just struggling.
So it just fell out of the sky then, basically.
Oh, he didn't even make it 4 minutes.
I know. That's
yeah. Boo. He'll be
right in the middle of a really good story too.
Well, was it an Air 2 or an Air 2S that he was flying, Art?
Oh, he's back.
TJ, Air 2 or Air 2S?
It was the Mavic Air 2.
So did the battery? You think? You don't know now because you can't retrieve it, maybe. But I wonder if the battery came loose.
Yeah,
was it swelling or something?
I don't know. Like the battery was, like I said, the battery was good. And
you need the flight log. You need the flight log. Get the flight log.
Today, but when you go out, when you walk out on the beach, you know how it's all open and the wind just blows and blows and blows. And I've never had this happen to me before. You know, I've been over the water. I've chased boats and stuff, get recordings of boats, and like I've never had an issue with my
microburst.
Yep. Like that is
you think like a downdraft took him out?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, TJ, can you get the flight records? Can you get the flight records? Microburst. Art thinks it's a microburst.
Yeah.
Or somebody in the chat said it, but you got to get the flight records. Get the flight log. It's on your
It's on your controller.
Yeah, you have to get them.
Yeah, well, I looked at it when
or on your phone, right? Lloyd would be on the phone.
I use my tablet.
Yeah. Or tablet. Yeah, it should be on the tablet.
The device.
I thought, when I lost signal, I ran out to the beach to see if I could still see it hovering, so I could bring it back manually. And this lady came up to me. She's like, "Oh man, it fell right into the ocean. I thought it was a seagull going for a dive, but it was your drone. It fell right into the ocean.
That might have been a seagull, but not that.
It might have been, yeah. So like, TJ, you need to get the
the
flight
blind side.
logs, and you can look at them and and DJI might analyze them for you too and help you understand what.
That's a good reason to do screen recordings too. Whenever you're flying like that, to always have your screen record.
That is a really good idea, Lloyd. I never do that, but it's so easy to do.
Yeah,
How?
I mean,
Smart controller and the RC Pro, it's super easy.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
But I think it.
How do you do it?
think it recorded when it was still in the air. I don't know how it did, but I think it just started recording on its own because, like, right when I saw it, it was near like the landing, the return to home, and I saw a recording of it, and I was like, oh my god, that's so weird. But it moved by so quick. The video was like 5 seconds. It went by so quickly. I didn't even see it fall.
So you have video. You have it in the cache of your device too, probably.
Yeah.
So then you have video.
There should be a cached video on the app.
You need to grab all that stuff so you can better understand what happened, and you might be able to at least make a crash video. Like
everybody says check your cache, so it should be in your.
Maddie says go to the Fly app and then go to album, and it'll be there.
Right. Yeah.
You got to get that stuff, and then there are places like you can go to like the Mavic Pilot site, and you can upload the logs. People tell you where to upload them, and you can review them. And I don't know about you guys, but I use like Air Data. So like Air Data has all my stuff. The logs go from my device directly to Air Data for all my
Air Data. Yeah,
it's really cool. You can see the maps and everything. All the
right.
But you're saying it's easy to do screen recording. How do you do that? I didn't know you could do that
on the smart controller or the.
Well, I don't have the smart controller. I have
on the smart controller. I'm sorry, you don't have one. You would push the record button and this front button. You'd hold the front button down. This button right here.
Up a little higher, Chuck.
That one.
Raise it up a little higher,
Chuck.
Sorry, like that.
There we go.
And then you push the record button. You hold them down. It would go into record mode. And then.
But you should be able to turn on screen recording. Are you? What kind of tablet are you using, James?
You can do it on anything.
The iPad Mini.
You don't know about. I don't know about Apple, but I'm sure there's a way. There's always.
Yeah, there is, but I can't remember because I use an iPad Pro, and it's been too long since I've done that. So, but yeah, you record from your phone. Just go to Google and how to do screen recordings on your iPad Mini, and it'll tell you.
But he'll still have all the stuff though. If he has the cached video turned on, he'll have cached video, and he'll also have the flight records, so he can figure it out.
I can do screen recording through the iPad Mini or the iPhone using QuickTime, but it has to connect. But it has to connect to the laptop. So if you're without having an adapter dongle inside there, so you have a pass through. I don't know how you could do that.
Oh, so you need you're saying you need internet or like a USB?
Because the controller connects to the USB.
You need a USB connection
or whatever that little tiny. I don't know what you call that connect. The Apple connector.
Right. But
lightning.
No,
and
any
lightning. Yeah, lightning. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because built in on your tablet is the ability to screen record anything, no matter what you're using. So you start the screen recorder, and then you open up your app. Okay, you don't use QuickTime; you use screen recording, and there's a way to do it. To push the volume button and the power button. I don't remember. You have to go to Google and ask how to screen record. So it's called screen capture.
I know how to do screen capture, but the recording, the actual the video, the video, I don't. The screen capture is it's just as you said.
Yeah,
two buttons that you press together.
But you can also record that some other way. I know you can do it and just because guys do it all the time. You just have to Google it on how to do a screen recording on your iPad Mini, and they'll tell you the setup. And then once you've and then start your app up and do that. Because that way I know you can do it because I've done it, but I can't remember.
I'm sure,
I've slept since then.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I haven't tried it.
And I use iPad Pro, so.
Yeah, I'll have to try it out on my Pixel.
Well, I
6 Pro.
use,
haven't
like I
tried
said,
it.
because I use the screen recording and the screen capture
J-
for a lot of
uh,
my videos.
Jim's
I use.
droning says iPad swipe down screen to record. Okay, that might be it.
Okay, I'll take a look at that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm the one of those guys that grabs the thing, opens up the box, and just turns it on and start using. I don't read the manuals or anything like that. You know?
I got criticized.
Well, I don't
for
either.
that.
That's what
I
Google's
get
for.
criticized for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody dug into my shorts on
Right.
Facebook about that on the Mavic 3 owners group, and I just left the group.
Right
Okay,
there.
good. Thanks, Charles.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at that. I'll take a look at that today.
Yeah.
Yes. Why read manuals?
Why read manuals? That's
When all
right.
else
Yeah, that's what-
fails. When all else
Yeah.
fails, read the manual.
When all else fails, go to
Actually-
Google or YouTube.
Actually, I remember reading.
Go to
reading the-
ArtCo.
I remember reading the Mavic 2 or the Mavic Pro manuals because it was my first drone. I remember skimming through those, and then I watched a whole boatload of YouTube videos from like Ed Ricker and
Right.
stuff on it. That's how I learned. And then so
That's
kinda
how I
half read
found the log
for that.
from my Mavic Air that now in Lake
Yeah.
Harbor. I was
Yeah.
able to find the little map, and it showed
Right
the
where it
flight
finished
path,
off.
and then you watch it go. Ooh, and
So you had the latitude and longitude, then you could actually go and I guess scuba dive for it.
well, they won't let you in this lake. But if I could find someone with a kayak or canoe,
Frog
I've
man.
got a fish magnet. They could
I don't
just
know if
go
there's
on
enough.
and.
Is there enough magnet to pick up
Well, I think
like the air? The Mavic Air?
well, the motors, they have metal on them.
You're gonna need a pretty big fish magnet, aren't you?
Aren't they
Well,
aluminum
this holds 500 pounds.
Aluminium.
or aluminium? However you want to say it.
Aluminium. I think it's
Hey,
Did you
we
know?
got
I heard you
steel
saying that.
man in the chat.
Did you know that aluminum and aluminium are both correct?
Yes.
I'm sure they are. The British are more correct because they invented English, if I recall. We just stole
No.
it. Just butchered it.
Aluminum and aluminium were discovered by two guys at the same time. They
No
worked
kidding.
together. The American registered it under the periodic table as aluminum. The British guy went over and registered with under the periodic table with the British Circle of Scientists or whatever the hell they call that over there. And he registered it as aluminium. Both are correct and both are on the periodic table. If you find the right periodic table, it'll have both spellings. They're
Whoa.
both perfectly correct. The only reason I know this is because I got tired of arguing with the damn Aussies about what was correct and what wasn't. So I proved it. I searched
awesome,
it out
man.
and proved it.
Good man.
They are both correct. So
That is a good piece of
all the
trivia
rest of
right
Europeans can.
I like the trivia.
Am I the only one, or is anybody else here in the chat or in the panel here? Am I the only one that has to put the subtitles on when I watch BBC so I can understand what the hell they're saying?
I've had a friend in the UK long enough now and then I got my
Oh, yeah,
Scottish training in October. I'm good.
We watch British television all the time. The only time
Benny Hill.
is some of the Scots are a little hard to understand.
DJ's got something.
The Scottish
yeah,
stuff
look at
really
that.
tested. That was testing for me and Lori when we were in Scotland. That was tough.
Or Northumberland in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to show his map.
He found it.
Oh yeah, Michael Blade says that's very interesting. Yeah, I looked it up because I was tired of arguing with because I've been friends with Australians for 22 years now,
Isn't that
or
cool?
23.
That's cool, Lloyd.
And so I've learned, I got corrected so many times. And then Greg from Oz by Drone, he was always giving me crap. And so I looked it up and I said, he does. Yeah.
He's a good.
He makes fun of
He
makes fun of the fact that when I say wash, I put an R in the word wash. Okay. But yet
I do the
they
same
put
thing, Lloyd.
R's, but they put R's in every friggin' word they use over. So I'm just, or they take them out. They don't use all the R's that they should. So I just say the Americans are just using the R's that you're wasting.
That's all. It's like it's like if they're not used. There's only so many letters in the world, so you have to you're not using them here, use them there.
That's
why,
right.
Is
That's
that why
what
the Brits like to use all those extra U's? They like to
Yeah.
U's.
Mm-hmm.
See, we're
Yeah.
saving ink. We're saving ink and paper
Like-
and energy
like
and
the
everything
word
by
color.
getting rid of unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, the word color is one I don't understand. Why, because that's really, they base it off. You got to remember that the British used the English language that was based off of both the Celtic and then moving forward into the French, because the Normans were the French and they were the ruling class for many, 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 many centuries, and they were French. The Normans were French, and so the ruling class, the kings, Richard the First and Prince John, and all of those, in John, whichever one he was when he became king, they spoke French. So the English language developed from the Celtic Germanic into the Norman French, and they merged to become the Anglo-Saxon language we speak now.
Is that why, like UK English, which is the first variant, it's the first English, we're a variant of that, since everybody likes the V
Don't say
word now.
variant.
But is that why they have the extra U and stuff, because it rolls in
Yes,
from the romantic,
because
like
from
French?
the romantic language, from the romantic
Wow.
language of the French,
That's pretty wild.
Then we
Yeah.
got
And you also
Canadians
gotta
that still speak French.
and there's Canadians that still speak French.
And that's true. Yeah.
But you've got to remember that also the Celtics are, and of course then you had at the same time they were being attacked by the Vikings, the Danes. And so they've got the Danish language, they've got the Celtic language, and they've got the French language, and that's what we came into with English, So anyways,
Welcome
that's what
to ArtCo Drone Solution Language Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
I've got a degree. I got a degree in English literature, English languages, so I can't help myself. That's just one of my studies.
I think
I still haven't mastered the English language. I'm still working on it.
I used to be very precise until I came to Oklahoma, and after 40 plus years of living here, I've picked up the southern. Yeah, I've picked up the southern strain, the southern twang, and the
OIL.
Yeah, so I sound like a hillbilly now.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So you're bilingual, Lloyd?
I'm bilingual. I speak Okie and I speak English. Yipper, I do.
There you go.
I actually, when I was going to college, my English teacher, she says, "You people can talk Okie all you want, but you damn sure better write in English." That's what. Yeah, that was one of my English professors said that. So it was, but then I was still speaking. I was speaking with a Midwestern accent because I grew up in Colorado. So I had the Midwestern, basic, slightly Western accent, but I didn't have, because my dad was from Arkansas, so I picked up some of the hillbilly from him, but my mother and aunt corrected me. Yeah, my mother and aunt corrected me on my English language as long as I could remember till my aunt finally died. Rest her soul.
Lloyd, you always say I'm your favorite hippie, but I gotta tell you, you're my favorite hillbilly. I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Favorite hippie.
He's always,
he is, man. I'm giving him I give him a hard time. Yeah, he's my favorite hippie.
I can take it. I can take it. You're a good guy, Lloyd.
I have long-haired friends of Jesus in a chartreuse microbus. Remember from the song?
Yeah, there you go.
From the song Convoy.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to remember, James and I are both Air Force veterans, so we're allowed to give each other crap.
That's right. It's all good.
I need to take this call. I got to take a call. Yeah,
there goes another copyright strike or claim.
Yeah, okay, exactly. All right. No, it's not. It's my daughter-in-law.
Mute your mic. Oh dear God! There goes another one. You're not making any money tonight, Art. I'm sorry, man.
Lloyd, keep the mic on. You should let him know you.
I like the bagpipes, though. That was cool.
I did too. I love the ringtone.
I had so much fun. I'm still having fun because I'm still working on Scotland stuff. That I get to find all these cool songs with like bagpipes in them for like the videos. It's great. It's so cool. I know that's all that cool music from over in.
Just don't play Amazing Grace.
No.
Every time I hear that, I get choked up.
Yep.
No.
Yep. So,
No.
James, what other fruits do you have that are right in your neck of the woods besides banana?
Papaya. I got tons and tons of papaya. They're growing all over the place, and I like the fact that they're not ripening all too quick, too fast. They're doing. I got a new variety. I planted it last year, and it doesn't grow tall. It doesn't grow like 30 feet tall like a lot of papaya does here. It's a what do you call the smaller.
Reachable.
Yeah, they're all reachable. They only grow maybe to like 7, 8 feet is about the tallest it grows, and it grows and they look very nice. I got that going on. Calamansi, little things that look like limes that we make juice with here. I got tons of bananas all over the place. I've got some of the citrus trees. They're just starting to get some blossom. I don't know what they are because they're ones that it was the surprise. I planted them,
resist.
and I don't remember what I planted there. So we'll find out when they actually grow the fruit. But we have a lot of things.
They might be oranges. They might be, who knows?
I think. Well, I have only one orange tree. I have one
guava apple.
Guava apple, but I trimmed it back so hard. That I don't know what's going to happen with it as far as growing fruit this year. Last year we just got so many fruit, but it was growing right over the pool. It was growing over the pool, all the limbs over, and all the leaves kept falling in the pool. So I cut it back really hard. Mango, I have the mango tree. I didn't spray it. Yet. The mango tree we would probably have mangoes right now. I sprayed it with this. There's a kind of an acid that you spray that
Mary Jane.
That's sitting. No, none of that's growing around here.
No, they can't frown on that.
See what else? I got to kind of look around. Oh, pineapple! God, the pineapples we're gonna have.
Oh, pineapple.
I have
pineapples are so. I didn't realize you can when you cut the top off the pineapple, you can replant it. It'll grow.
Well, you twist it. You twist it off.
Yep.
You pull some of the bottom leaves that expose the roots, and you can either stick it in some water to let the roots grow quicker, or you can put it right in the ground. And then I don't know up in New York if you'll ever get pineapples to grow up there, but probably
no.
I don't know any of you guys.
I learned on Maui. We went to.
They're definitely not going to grow in Canada. Jim's out of.
Yeah,
I can be able to.
A girl let me harvest a pineapple. Lori video recorded it.
Greenhouse, maybe in a greenhouse, yeah. But we have tons, and what I keep doing, I keep propagating them. So each pineapple plant that grows, you pull it off of the pineapple, but at the bottom you usually get 4 or 5 suckers at the bottom, and they actually go quicker than the one that comes off the top. And so for every one pineapple that we get probably 5 or 6 pineapple seedlings from that. So I just keep every time we get it, I keep pulling them off, and I just propagate it more around the yard.
Yeah,
my goal is to have at least 1 pineapple a month.
I love pineapple
because it takes 2 years. Remember, it takes 2 years to get pineapples.
I love pineapple. Yeah, so like when she let us harvest one, we took it back to the villa we were renting, and of course ate it. And she says, well, you could probably bring part of it back and grow another one back home. I'm like, well, I probably won't do well in New York anyway. And I said, agricultural will probably give me fits if I bring it through the airport. So I didn't even try.
But you don't realize the pineapple plants actually, because a lot of people will plant stuff like if you live in an apartment or something like a small area. There's all kind of things. You can plant tomatoes inside, on your balcony and things like that. But pineapple plants, they're actually, I don't think a lot of people realize how wide the leaves grow off the pineapple plant. They probably grow. It's about maybe 2 meter, about 1.5 meter wide, maybe about 4 foot. About 4 foot.
4 or 5 feet
from the center. When from left side to the right side to all the leaves that go out, because I kind of have to trim them when we walk around the paths around our little gardens here. I have to trim off some of the leaves on there so you don't get poked by the tip because it's kind of pointy.
Yeah. Well, the first time Lori and I went to Maui on our honeymoon, the Dole plantation was still open, but of course, sadly, like. On Maui, they don't do sugarcane anymore. They don't. Well, I mean, it's not big like it used to be. There's like a couple of places that grow sugarcane for like distilling vodka and stuff. Yeah, but not on Maui. That it all got pushed out, and pineapples are like gone. It's like, really, pineapples not there on Maui anymore? Back, really?
Sugarcane's real big here. As a matter of fact, on this side, on the east side and the south side, it's all sugarcane. Farms out there. The only problem with the sugarcane here, what they do, I think they harvest multiple times during the year, and when they replant and they grow again. Because remember, we have 365 days of growing season right here, so about 3 times a year, once they harvest, and they cut a bunch of the stuff down and it's shredded all over they burn it, and what happens is
they burn
it's
it
almost
out. It stinks.
It's almost like too. It's almost like the freaking volcano blew again, and you see all this black ash coming down, and it fills up my. Depends on which direction the wind is blowing, but normally when they do the harvest and they burn, traditional winds that blow is in the direction right from the front. I think what they do, I think they say, oh, this is the direction going to James's house. Let's go ahead and burn today.
Do it today.
Yeah,
there you go.
That stuff stinks. Because I remember when the when the sugarcane factory in the big area down on upcountry of Maui was still rocking and rolling, it would stink. You could see like the smoke and everything when it was.
It smells good burning the sugar.
And you watch it because the things are like this long that are flying in the air. The sooty ash that's up there. It's like about this long, about this wide right here, and it's flying, and they're just doing this inside the air, and it's literally no, not really so much. Yeah, we get the fires, but the fires are because the people are burning at the lower end, and they can't control it. They don't control. They think they can control it, but they don't. The wind changes directions, and boom, it starts going, and then every year the fire trucks are out here, and they're out there trying to
birds.
Yeah,
it's got everything going on. Hammers, birds.
Yeah, they were right behind you. They all took off, and they were just.
Hey, I see them. They're still over there. Yeah, they're all over that. As a matter of fact, they're building a nest in that new roof we put on the side of the sunroom. At the very end, it's got the round piece that connects the roof together, and it's got like the round tile that goes on. At the end, they put a cap on it. But the cap has a big opening about this big right here. And if you have an opening this big, the sparrows, they find it and they go inside there and they nest. So I could see all the sticks and everything sticking out the end.
Are you charging them rent?
Yeah.
You should.
But they're making the mess up there.
Well,
but
at least
I love
not bats. You guys got
we have bats. We got tons of bats.
There.
Yeah. During the summer. I haven't really seen them so much now, but during the summertime, every night, just as the mosquitoes start coming out about 5:30, 5:45.
Yeah, no mosquitoes here. It's 16 degrees. They're all frozen solid. They'll thaw in the spring.
And I like the bats because the bats actually keep the mosquito population down.
Yep.
What there's some fact, I don't know what it is, but it's like a bat can consume X amount of
some ridiculous amount,
10,000 mosquitoes or something like that. One bat, so they actually keep the
mosquito populace. That'd get a fraction of them here where I live because we have this thing called the clay swamp, and and they grow big in these parts. Look like I think in Maine they kid about the mosquito being the state bird. I think we have a similar problem in this part of New York.
Oh, that's the water bug. That's the water bug in Charleston. I think that's the state bird. You see the water bug, the roaches that are like this big and they fly.
Yeah, I've seen those damn things. They're in Florida.
Palmetto bugs.
Palmetto bugs.
When I get hungry,
yep.
I don't want to brag, but when I'm hungry, I can eat about 20,000 rice.
Yeah. Wait till July. That's what Lake Pilot says. Yeah, man. I know. Yep.
Well, we're lucky here where we are with mosquitoes, even though mosquitoes are real. Remember, because last year I contracted dengue from the
I remember that. It's scary.
And it's pretty deadly. And they're pretty bad here, but where we are in the subdivision, we're one of the highest lots inside the subdivision. So the higher lots, it's not like the lower lots where they have holding water, standing water in those areas. But it's not too bad here. But we have a lot of lots that are undeveloped around us. And I actually maintain about 3 meters on both sides of my lot of my neighbors. That's where I planted all those banana plants and the papaya plants out there. And when I go and cut it, the tall grass near it, it's like a haven for the mosquitoes out there. They kind of find refuge in those areas.
Yeah.
And that's when I get my ankles get bit up so bad when I cut up the yard around that area.
Johnny Mack says the midges. They make up for size and numbers. And yeah, that's why Lori and I came to Scotland like end of September. We thought we'd miss midges season. We kind of did. So of course the weather wasn't really kind for drones. So it's like a sacrifice you must make. Those midges are nasty, though. You guys ever seen those things? Oh, check out some videos. They just
do I need to Google it?
like these little natty things, and they just suck blood. Vicious. Anyway, sorry. Scotland thing. Probably in Ireland too, I'm guessing. Johnny Mac, are those things in Ireland too? I bet they are. Well, we'll see if he writes back eventually. But how the hell did mosquitoes get over to your neck of the woods? Because I know they made it to Hawaii on a boat. A British boat brought them over.
How did they get what? To the Philippines?
Yeah.
Canada. What are you talking about?
Mosquitoes. How did they get to the Philippines? Because they found their way over to the Hawaiian Islands by way of British trade boats.
Probably came on traders in Asia.
Yeah, probably.
All
Just
over
like,
Asia.
it's like anything. It's like those damn red ants we have, the fire ants in South Carolina. They started from the shipping containers and stuff like that. They came into Florida.
Isn't that amazing?
And they infested Florida, and they worked up to Georgia. They came up to South Carolina. Now I think they're everywhere in the U.S. now. They're, at least on the East Coast.
They're struggling.
They're probably up in New York.
I haven't seen any yet, but I've certainly experienced them in
We
Florida.
got them here in Colorado.
Yeah. Well, you guys are mild enough. Maybe they are up here. I just haven't dealt with them yet. But I remember those bastards are fast. Because we were messing around with I was like, I think I was 17 or something. I was in Florida at my grandfather's house and like saw a mound, and I got a stick about, I don't know, like a meter long or 3 feet long, and stuck it down in the mound, and before I could let go of it, they were on my hand. I was like, fuck. Pardon me. Sorry. Censor me.
Well,
fast.
In Charleston, we have all this like boric acid type powder. You can get this ortho. You can get all these type of powders. You just put it on the top
of on them.
You put it on the top of a mound, and the worker ants go up there. They bring it down to the queen.
Borax with sugar is what
it knocks it out. Knocks them out real good.
Yeah.
But I've tried that over here. As a matter of fact, Stillman, who was writing in early, he sent me some stuff from Canada, which is pretty much the same stuff like the ortho stuff that I actually shipped some over from the U.S. But it's like these guys, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're not interested in it and they don't bring it down to the queen, or they have some kind of immunity towards this thing and they take it down and they just make a feast out of it, but it doesn't kill anything. I haven't seen it do anything.
Fire ants, weren't they a product of pesticides anyway? Like they're like kind of like well, anyway,
I think they came from South America. I think that's where they came from, South America.
All the good stuff comes from like killer bees came from there too, didn't they? Killer bees, remember the killer bees?
Diatom.
That's right. And then they have the super killer bees somewhere on the West Coast, like up in Washington.
Oh, those are the big Asian ones. They're like, you know.
Oh, the murder wasp.
Yeah,
the murder wasp.
They're like monstrous.
Murder hornet.
Yeah.
Could take out a drone. One of those things will take out a drone. Could be careful.
Yeah, special CSI teams going out trying to find them in the woods.
Oh my god! Well, they're not hard to find, except they live in old rotted out trees and stuff.
Rotted out trees, yeah.
And they can
Have you seen any of those videos where these people actually get stung by these murder hornets or anything
Seems
like that?
awful. Seems like the worst experience.
Watch the reactions and the pain. Oh my god.
Well, I got to tell you, even though we have probably more insects in the Philippines than any place I've ever been around the world. Well, I haven't been to South America, so maybe South America is equivalent. Even though we have the stuff I get stung and bit by over here isn't nearly as bad as any of the things that I've been bit by inside the U.S. Like we have these, these little yellow jackets. Some people call them hornets, but we call them yellow jackets in South Carolina. When those things bite you, they sweat. You swell up and everything like that, and they're fierce, and they're very aggressive. And they
hate those
down in the ground. They make their nests inside the ground, and sometimes their nests inside the ground.
Yeah, when they go up your pant legs, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe like 24 inches. It's so big inside the ground. When you hit those and they come out, you got to run like crazy.
You move fast, and we've had them in the attic of this house.
They're deadly. They're literally deadly if you get enough to sting you. But here, I've been bit by I've been bit by a bee. I've been bit by something that looks like a yellow jacket over here. I've been bit by about everything except for a snake. I should knock on wood.
We're knock on wood, man.
But I've been bit by, but it's only temporary. It doesn't feel so bad. It's like it's a little sore for a moment, then it goes away. But the stuff that I've been bit by in the U.S., especially the little yellow jackets, they hurt for days before
I got nailed. We were standing on a ground nest in a Boy Scout camp. And yeah, that pissed him off. And I got nailed right here. And that by Yellow Jacket. And it swelled up so my knuckles were like innies instead of outies. It was all swollen up like a balloon.
The Boy Scout camp, is that the summer you became a man, Chuck?
That lasted, actually, it was the fall. It was this place called Branch Camp in New York State. One of the assistant scout masters owned the property up there. And anyway, so yeah, this was late September, and that's as you know, in North America, Northeast, that's when the population is the greatest for one of these nests, because soon after that we get in the fall, you get frost and it knocks them all down. And so there were probably like 3,000 or 4,000 of these things in there, and they were all pissed at us. They were everywhere.
Uncle Bill says, "Ever realize you were standing on a fire ant mound?" Oh, that happens all the time here.
God.
They're not fire ants, but they're similar. The ants bite and sting here the same way as the fire ants do.
I've been nailed by regular ants, even in New York.
Watch out for those bullet ants.
Yeah, I don't normally have the problem inside our yard. Our yard is pretty stable. I spray. I do the broadcasting of the stuff to try to keep the population down. But outside, as soon as I go outside the fence, and especially over where our trash cans are, because they end up, if you put trash out there, they go up. You'll see sometimes you're like, I thought my trash can was yellow, but it's black right now. Well, it's not black because it's
covered in ants.
Covered in ants inside there. But sometimes I'll walk out there, and you're just standing out there, and you're, oh, why does my foot look weird? And you look, and your foot's covered with these ants out here.
I'm starting to get this all over now. God damn.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
It's something you get used to. I used to be like that too, but I'm just kind of used to nowadays. If I see something, I just take my hand, I squash it and move it down. Or it's like if I see a bee, I don't go crazy. It's like, come on, buddy, get off of me, get away from me. I just gotten used to it.
Pass, hard pass. The 0.
And even the snakes around here, when I see the snakes, I'm like, I need to go get the shovel. Stay right there until I come back.
That's why I don't leave the basement.
Safer down there, Jim. Stay down there. It's safe. Safest place in the house.
I know.
Unless it falls on you. Other than that, you're good.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like we've been talking about insects now. It's pretty funny.
I agree. I got to tell you, even though you have to deal with the insects, and you have to deal with there are different things. It's a different culture and all over here. I wouldn't trade it. This was the right thing for us. The retirement over here, it's so you don't worry. Everything you do, it's like you're just kind of laid back. Every day, I'm like, what am I going to do today? Do I even need to do something today? That kind of a deal over here. And you're not like when I was in the U.S., it was like you're thinking about all time. Oh, my taxes. Oh, this is coming up. Oh, they just raised this rate on something. Oh, people are arguing and bitching about this and that. I don't worry about any of that over here. It's just like the biggest decision we have to make for the day is what are we going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we already know on Sunday what we're going to have for breakfast. So we don't have to worry about that one.
Or you're when's the next brown out?
Okay. Oh, let's talk about that if you don't mind, just for a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I started working on a video yesterday. We have some exciting videos coming up on our channel regarding energy, and trying to go a little bit towards green, trying to prepare for brownouts, because the Philippines is probably it's not the worst, but it's one place that we don't have stable electricity over here, especially with our electric utility company. The two big ones here are Meralco and Bottleneck. And Meralco, especially around Manila, is very, very stable. They have very few brownouts up in that area. But Bottleneck, we're more rural, in the rural area back here. And we have scheduled and unscheduled brownouts down here. So it's really important to have some kind of backup solution. So if you remember, on our channel, we had the diesel generator. When I was building a house, we integrated a generator room in the basement with an exhaust that was poured to the outside. But we won't go into that because I destroyed that generator. I did this very, very, very stupid thing, and I destroyed that generator. So we're looking into alternate solutions for what can we do to replace the diesel gen. I don't want to go back to diesel again. It's costly with the diesel fuel. You have to, if you don't have a water cooled type of a system, you have to worry that you make sure that you have open space, and if you put it outside, it's so noisy and everything like that. So the other options in the past were solar and diesel, or fuel generator, right? But nowadays we've been looking into these new battery backup systems,
right?
And there's an exciting product on the market now by a company called EcoFlow. EcoFlow is following in the footsteps of Tesla with the Li-4 batteries that they have inside, the lithium iron phosphate batteries that you can actually, these things have a lifetime of like 15 to 20 years before you need to rotate the batteries out. They're very efficient. They're very powerful. The Li-4 phosphate batteries these days, in the configurations they have, can actually run an entire house the size of ours if you have the full complement. So what I did, I haven't shared this on our channel yet, but we're going to be doing some discussion. I went ahead and bought one unit because the system is scalable, and I can't afford the whole system at one bunch. So I'm buying one, at
a time.
Yeah. So I have one unit. I have the one unit which will provide 3,600 kilowatts to the house, which our old system was 5,500. So it's about half a little bit more than half the capacity of our diesel generator. But we need something just to be able to run lights.
Right.
We need something to run our internet, so that when we have like a 24-hour or maybe a 12-hour scheduled brownout or something, that we need something to be able to function here. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to start working towards our energy independence from the electric company, from the utility company, as we go, as we can afford more units to put together, because it's actually an expensive system. But in the long run, when everybody always talks about return on investment, the ROI. What's it going to cost before I start getting my money back on this? So we're going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So right now, I jumped into the market.
Good luck, Art. Good luck.
What, Art? I'm not.
Doug Murdoch mentioned that diesel generator, you can make your own biodiesel.
Yeah, biodiesel.
Yeah, and with all those restaurants around your area, you can get some of that excess oil. You could set up a way to make biodiesel.
Yeah, I've seen videos on that stuff. Hey, Art, I found the RC Plus thing that you might have seen earlier on one of the websites. I have it. If you want to look at I can give you the linky.
Sure.
I'll give you the linky. If I can do that. Put it over in the private chat, maybe? Oh, yeah, it won't paste in. What the frick? It hates me. Oh, it hates me. I feel like James now.
What? What?
I can just share it. I have the screen up.
There you go.
All right.
Go ahead and share it.
There it is.
Sharon? Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
So this thing, this is just a couple of days ago. This is supposedly the RC Plus you were talking about. It looks kind of like there's a picture of it down here. Okay, it clearly has a listing and everything. It looks pretty good size, unless that dude's super small, because I don't know if you guys have seen the smart controller and the RC Pro, but that thing looks chunky. And what are all these extra, like this grab handle, and the antennae are huge. And this thing's a beast.
Well, that doesn't look too bad if you got screen space. If it's giving you the screen space on there, I wouldn't mind the real
water cooled with all those fins there.
I know. This thing is massive. Well, this is like, they're saying, it goes with like maybe the Mini 3. I'm thinking, what? It's like the size of like 4 Mini 3s. I don't think so.
Well, I got to tell you something. When it comes to the DJI controllers, and it doesn't matter whether it's a smart controller, which is a smart controller is what we have for the Phantom 4 here, or the one with the traditional one. I got to tell you, those things get hot. I don't know. I have two. And you guys let me know if you experience this, but when you've been flying for 30 minutes and you bring it back and you touch the back where the battery pack is on there, Is your battery pack, does it feel really, really hot on?
This thing damn near had a meltdown in my bag. I forgot to turn it off, and it was only in there like 5 minutes. I thought I heard it beeping. It started beeping at me because it was bitching about high temp. I was gonna have a thermal meltdown, like it was gonna go to China or something, back where it came from.
I think maybe that's a design problem with some of DJIs. I don't know if they need to put some cooling.
It's because inside there. It's because I trapped it in a bag. There's plenty of cooling fans on this thing. There's cooling all over the place on it.
Well, I only have two systems. Yeah, I only have two systems, and I've had two. I had two smart controllers for my Phantom 4, so that's 3 controllers that I've had for 2 drones that I have. And actually, I've had 2 controllers for the Air 2S. The Air 2S. Remember, one of the controller shortly after I bought it, it went Tango uniform, and I had to go down and order another one for that. And everyone out of the 4, I always notice it seems like there's excessive heat dissipation coming off of the battery around the battery packs on them. I don't know. It's because maybe I live in a hot environment. You probably don't notice it much. Yeah. You in Colorado during the wintertime, and Chuck in New York all year round.
I hardly ever deal with it. Like the really hot summer days is the only time I'll have.
Well, maybe that's it. And that's probably it for me. It's 365 days of the year.
And I tend to fly. I tend to fly in golden hours, so normally it's not super hot when I'm flying anyway. But yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Heat is definitely an enemy to all these batteries and
so that's probably what I think we answered the question already.
You need more drones then? Yeah, I agree.
do.
I agree. He does. He does.
I can't afford new drones. I don't have people sending me super chat $5 and $20 like Art does all the
live stream then.
I don't either, but I still have a Mavic 3. Thank God I have a real job and not counting on YouTube to pay me, or I'd be like living on the side of the street.
This is what Ness told me the other day, and I'm like, God, look, Art gets on there, and he does a live session, and all these people, he got like $50 today on his, and I'm like, she said, well, people aren't going to give you any money because it looks like you're making a lot of money on your channel. I'm like, but I'm not making a lot of money on my channel.
They don't know that. They think
they don't know that. But they look at the house, and they look at the pool, and they look at the stuff that we do here. And it's an illusion to what my income is, because we save. All my military career, we put money away for our retirement. All my contractor career, I put money away. I saved all the stuff. And then we take those, and even you notice the pool wasn't built when we started. We took us 5 years to save up enough money for the pool. They don't realize that we're just like every other American and stuff like that. And I'm like, I need.
I told you guys what happened to me in
Heathrow.
Also
on James' channel, he's got a little button on there called the thanks button.
You can
super thanks. Yeah,
yep, cool. You could throw a couple bucks.
Yeah. Art was the first person. I said, we were talking last week. And I said, Art, what is that? I looked in the chat, and there's a thing. It looks like there's a stamp there with like a dollar sign or something. I forgot what the sign is for that. I said, what is that? And he's like, oh, that's super thanks. I gave you X amount of dollars. And I'm like, really? Yeah. So I went back. So I went into my channel. And you can sort inside your comments. You can go inside and you don't have to have a live stream for that. Super thanks is even in a uploaded video that you publish. Cool. People can go ahead. So I went back and I looked inside there, and I'm like, holy crap! There are other people that have given me, and I haven't thanked them. So what I did was like, it's not very. It's only like there's like three very kind people, Art inclusive. So I said the next non-DIY home build series video that we're sitting in the backyard just bullshitting, I said, I want to thank these people, and I'm going to recognize. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start recognizing people.
There you go.
It's very kind for people to do stuff like that.
That is cool.
So, yeah, that's cool. But no, we're not rich here.
Well,
we're not a YouTube millionaire.
Okay, I forgot to turn on my mic, so I left my phone in the other room, so you won't get another copyright strike off of my bagpipes. So
yeah, they were great bagpipes, though. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's Scotland the Brave. I have that on there because I can hear bagpipes where I can't hear most of the other ringtones. So I just put on Scotland the Brave because I like bagpipe music. What can I say?
And you're
You play, don't you, Lloyd? You play bagpipes, right?
No, I don't play bagpipes. I wish I did.
Oh, I thought.
I ain't got the lung capacity. No, well, if anything, I'll get an Irish bagpipe, which is the ones that you just use your arm, like a chicken wing, and you can play. But I ain't got enough. Well, they do, man. I forgot what they're called.
Shart and I are both thinking like that's a pretty funny. We're just like
yeah,
the fart sound under our arms.
Yeah. Well, it would probably sound that bad if I played it. No, I play a lot of instruments. Bagpipes is one I have not picked up, so because one, I'm too cheap to order one. Yeah, I mean, I've got that. Yeah, I've got one of these right here. So I got that. I've got a three string cigar box guitar. I've got 8, I think, regular guitars. I have a banjo, 2 fiddles, dobros, electric lap steel. I traded my dobro in for an electric lap steel, and
Any of those are.
Oh, dude. Oh man, we need to collaborate. Chuck plays the trombone, and
played.
we
played.
So we need to collaborate on something.
I've been playing for about 55 years. And I'm hoping maybe in another 55, I'll actually be able to complete a song. Right now, I suck. I'm lazy. That's why I do country, because it only requires 3 chords. It's easy to play. That's it. Yeah, 3 chords and you got it done. Yeah. Any good country song has 3 chords in it.
About 90% of them.
Yeah. Usually in the key of G, so that the banjo player can play along. So because 5-string banjo is tuned to open G, so
there it is.
Harvard 6 has a large collection.
Well, they even have banjos that are 6 strings that are tuned the same as the guitar, E, A, D, G, B, E. You could do those as well.
Yeah,
that's something I want to add. That's what I want to do. And the next time we go back to the U.S., which I'm hoping 2022 is going to be our golden ticket, because we haven't been able to go back the last 2 years. But what I want to do is I want to visit some of the music places over there and maybe bring back a couple of instruments with me. I have a fiddle. Well, I have a violin. And really the only difference between the violin and the fiddle is the bridge on there, the way that they shape the bridge. So that actually, you can get, like a fiddle is more, you're normally doing two strings at a time on there when you
Well, really, the only difference
the bridge is the shape of the bridge is different.
Yeah, the only real difference, because you can play violin music on a fiddle. It's the way you play it, But they change out the bridge for fiddle music because of the way they use the bow on there.
They just pop right out of there. So you change bridges all the time.
Yeah, you could change the bridge out. Yeah.
Well, I'm getting to the point that most of my projects are starting to be caught up around here. So I want to start investing time in the things that are on my bucket list for what retirement is all about. It has to do with picking up instruments that I've never played before, trying to learn a little bit on each record. I bought a piano. I don't know if you guys knew. I bought a piano, electric keyboard.
Right. Yeah, I have one of those somewhere too. I forgot about.
So when is spin up? We might be
November.
November.
We'll be back.
November.
I was thinking.
We'll be back. We'll be back here in the Philippines in November. We're thinking about maybe spring, early summer, something like that. Doing something back when the weather's really nice down in Charleston. I really like the spring in Charleston.
Yeah. So.
But anyway, I want to pick up a few things. I have a Fender. It's actually a Fender electric violin. And it's got the best of both worlds. If I want to plug it in or do some recording with it. As a matter of fact, we did one. Ness and I did one on. We have another channel. I think it's called The Band Tanner, and we did one. We did Blue Side of the Mountain by Steel Drivers. Steel Drivers. We did that one, and I did the part. Where he goes with the fiddle inside it, so I added that to it. I want to do more. I want to do some real fiddling on that one. So I want to bring
fiddle up out.
I plan on bringing that. I would like to get a banjo so we can do some.
We need to
over here.
Fiddle about ending the show here.
I was fixing to say I can't stay on much longer. I knew it was getting.
Wow, he's coming up 40.
And pretty soon
43
I'll
seconds.
be getting yelled at by StreamYards, and you're close to 20 hours on your usage.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
damn.
well, I thank you guys for coming. Everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. Thank you all for the super chats, and we'll catch you next week. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.
Keep them flying, as Art would say.
Bye bye
Peace
for
out.
now, folks.
See-